Sarian. We are here with Darksiders 2. I do have a little commentator guest with me. Say hi, Jack.
What's up?
I'm just saying hi, I'm not staying.
Yeah, dirt's temporary, unfortunately.
Also, I'm here just to kind of give, hold on. This didn't actually, dude, I don't think you're live right now.
I am.
Sure, because nothing was popped up for me saying that you went live.
Are you sure you have the notifications on?
Oh, yes.
Well,
that shit always
Fluffy
pops
might be
up.
joining us.
There we go.
Oh, you might want to warn him
Now.
about the stream.
Wait, who is joining what?
There can be no life without order.
Sir Fluff.
Good,
Sir
evil,
Fluff.
darkness, light. There
I'll
must
just
be
tell him feel free
balance in the
to be heard or mute
universe.
himself if he wishes.
Such is the decree of the
work.
Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the
Sir
Creator,
Fluffalough.
to preserve the very fabric
Indeed,
of
I'm here.
existence. But the balance has
Do you
been
mind
broken.
being part of the stream?
The apocalypse that erode to earth,
Sir
unbidden
Fluffalough.
and doomed
Is there
all
more
of
than one
mankind.
stream going on?
But
Or
what
is
of
there
the
just
other?
talking
No.
to a...
Fearless
You guys are all just helping me compensate.
What a fury.
That's all you
Gotcha.
guys are doing. Filling in my silence when I'm kicking
Actually-
To
ass.
know those names, you
No,
must
I'm not
first
muted.
know another.
Oh, you're not muted right now?
Nephilim.
No, he's
Yeah,
switched his
Cursed
settings at the
union of
moment.
angel and demon. The Nephilim have countless realms.
I'm just letting the beginning cutscene play while we dig around.
But four amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The four would serve the council
Be much
in
appreciated, man,
exchange
considering
for
the fact that I
unimaginable
have
power.
no idea what I'm doing
Thus
this
were the
week.
dreaded horsemen formed. And the riders' first
Okay, shut up,
task
Fluff.
was to purge their own brethren
Sorry.
from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls.
Sometimes
Let
it's
us
also
now
better.
cast our
I'll have to get a
gaze
sitter.
to one amongst the four, not war, who lies
I
chained
kind of hope I
at the
do get around to
council's feet,
streaming the first
professing his
Darksiders, because I've only
innocence.
played it so few times,
But
and I never
one
got
would
around to
save his
beating it.
brother. Above all else,
That's alright.
he has many names: Kinslayer,
Because the
Executioner.
fucking random scaffolding at the end annoys the crap out of me.
Alright,
You know,
let's
Jack,
do
there is
this.
something
Plus,
you
fuck
could
that
do to
final
help
area.
Centurion.
Sorry, what was that, Dirt?
I said there's one thing that Jack can do to help you.
Okay.
It's watch his fucking stream.
To bargain for
I
war's
would,
freedom,
but there's no point because I won't be able to
Death swore that he would resurrect
watch it.
humanity.
Alright, that's something if you want to do, you can do that
But he knew
too,
not how
Buffalo.
this might be
In all
done.
honesty, you don't even have to watch.
I don't really care if you watch the stream or not, but it's something you can do.
And so
Okay.
death rode forth into the
Uh,
icy
If you're not doing anything, man,
keeper
if you're not doing
of
anything.
secrets.
Yeah, I was just messing around on God Eater 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been playing a second playthrough with the scythe, and then I just checked out my old character, post-game character with the long blade.
Ah, not bad.
I do
Yeah.
one of them focus on one weapon types.
Well, not really. The first game I played with a hammer, only a hammer. The only reason I didn't do a hammer on the second one is because the hitboxes are a little different. Like on the Sariel in the first game, you could hammer all you want. In this game, you have to hit like a very particular angle just to hit the weak spot or whatever. Otherwise, it's ridiculous.
Trying to remember my controls.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, this all is new to me, but I keep remembering back to this one thing that pretty much was uploaded to YouTube, was pretty much the fucking and they were playing Minecraft.
Of course
They did the funniest. No. They did the funniest shit. I'm sorry I have to say this. They did the absolute funniest.
Oh no, I've seen it. Don't worry, I've seen it.
They made
hello,
a
my
fucking,
friends.
They made
Where
a
did I?
fucking Homer Simpson. Like fucking oh shit. 50-foot tall Homer Simpson.
Are you sure you're broadcasting right now?
Yeah,
The invitation you sent me says the broadcast has stopped.
It will say that because it could be, for some reason, it doesn't actually allow you to watch it in chat. For some reason, you actually have to, like, go to it.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I don't know what's up with it.
You literally are going to have to go to it on pretty much the PSN, or just get downloaded on the PSN. And actually, yeah, Jack, you can literally just watch it through that way.
Well, considering I have a Twitch now, I guess I will just load it on the
Oh,
PC.
Twitch? Oh, what is your Twitch game?
Sir Fluffalo. Taking to no one's surprise.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you watch this, go subscribe to Fluffalo.
Oh man, that's so sweet of you. I'll
It's
tell
really
you
not
right
considering
now.
the fact that there's the only one watching.
It helps.
It helps. I'm guessing it's gonna be Centurion, correct?
Saint Centurion.
Saint underscore. No, you had to put the underscore.
Oh, right over. You're right there. Saint underscore Centurion.
Yes. Michael, is your picture of a wolf or something?
Yes, because I'm going to do God Eater on it. Because it's not very. Not very.
Ready to follow.
Either Resurrection or...
Eric is one of them.
Who's
My
the other
other
one?
God Eater friend. My other God Eater friend.
Umbrella Man.
Are
Yeah.
you doing Resurrection or 2?
Both. Right now, just Resurrection.
Now you have.
I might help you out on 2. Yeah, I might help you out on Resurrection.
I'll help.
Either
too.
way. Julio. Is it Centurion 123682?
No, it's Saint underscore Centurion.
Saint.
Okay.
Saint. Okay. I will do it right now.
And when you see it, it will be this. Do you remember Brutal Legend?
You're speaking moon runes to me right now.
Fuck off.
You are a Jack Black fanatic, and yet you've never heard of his fucking video game.
Since when did I? Oh, you mean that freaking? Okay.
heavy metal
Looking for Eddie Riggs, hell
Oh, shit,
yeah.
okay, I'm trying to get too fancy with them getting hit and talking to you guys.
After this.
I'm trying to play the game, damn it.
For what? I
Not-
have bad memory.
It is the most brutalist, awesomest game about Jack Black as a character. And pretty much everything that is Jack Black is put into a video game. Like literally, the beginning of the fucking menu screen is just literally where you see in live Jack Black saying, "Okay, want to see something cool? Be cool and follow me." They don't even know. I don't.
Hey,
the
there's
store
Fluff.
doesn't even. It's just literally a fucking record called Brutal Legend.
Yes.
And it's
He uploaded a video on his YouTube channel of him playing.
yeah,
It's such a great game, dude.
Yeah, Jack Black
is.
plays Jack Black in Brutal Legend.
Jack Black.
And
plays
if
Jack
you look
Black.
at my banner,
Jack
I'm
Black,
legitimately just a
starring-
follower of
starring
Armageddon.
Jack Black.
Because that's one of the coolest fucking gods I've ever seen in a game.
The weirdest part I ever saw Jack Black play was when we played
Jack
the
Black?
Barnes.
Jack Black.
Started Jack Black somehow.
That could be worth.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's say Jack
we
Black,
just have to wait now.
regardless.
We just have to wait now.
Yes.
to see Dead
Oh,
Island,
shit, he
fucking
goes forward.
Dead Island.
And what?
And Dead Island too. Yeah, he's actually going to be a character in that. Or they said he was.
When
Like-
it finally comes the fuck out, you mean?
Yeah. A game that
After being
everyone's
dead in the water
waiting
for years.
Come on,
Yeah.
bitch. Come on, bitch.
But literally, he's
I
actually.
forgot how cool this game is. I played it ages ago because I bought it instead of Dark Souls 2. I bought Darksiders 2 on accident in the store and ended up playing it for a good while. And then I don't know what happened.
Hello, governors.
Come on, you bastard.
You can do it, man. Left hook, right hook.
Woo! Shit. Come on. Catch the scythe, asshole. And that, ladies and
Fluff
gentlemen, is how you
man,
do that.
I am a good person. I am
Fluff man. Fluff.
I am not.
Fluff talks like he's Russian.
Fluff
I do not
owns
talk
white
like I'm Russian. I
BMW.
am Fitzgerald. I talk like I have a speech impediment.
No, you talk like you're Slavic.
Slavic.
You talk like you
Yes, now listen to
We
Slavic
listen to
part.
projects.
Now listen to Slavic part.
It's simultaneous video.
Everybody knew where that shit was going. Everybody knew.
It's very weird hearing the conversation now in real time and then delayed on the stream.
That's the
I
left
literally-
Twitch.
I have the stream muted just because of that.
I don't know how to mute it.
It's simple, but open. Wait, are you on your phone?
I'm on the PlayStation.
I wish I was half acrobatic.
Oh,
Seriously.
it's simple. You literally go to your phone and just turn off the volume to it.
Why would I go on the phone if I'm watching it on the PlayStation?
So that you can actually play it on your PlayStation.
Why would I do that? The whole point is to watch the playthrough. That's
You
what
don't
watching
have
a
to
stream
watch
is
it.
about.
You don't have to. It's just to help
It
it.
is appreciated. Very much so.
I'm gonna watch it like a true person. I'm not just gonna give you a pity, whatever it's called.
Hey, Varlos is here.
A pity view. I'm gonna watch it.
A pity view, please. And
Yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, now, oh, look at that. You already got 4 people.
Ooh, that's 3 for
We've
alright.
got 4
Tomorrow.
people.
Oh, look at Jack watching.
Trying to, not really watching.
Oh, shit,
it's
yeah.
lagging in for seconds.
I am not.
I'm gonna be
that
honest,
person.
just you
How
being-
To
do
be
you
honest, this
dare
is going a
all
lot
you
worse than I
now
thought
be.
it was.
Oh my god, he's already got a 5th person. Woo!
Welcome to the best stream ever.
Oh man, dude.
Welcome.
Y'all got me hyped
welcome
now.
to your worst
Y'all got me
fucking
hyped.
nightmare.
Now watch me fuck myself over.
Yeah, that's basically how it's gonna go, probably. Well, I have, you know what?
I was
have
actually
faith in
bombing this the first time that I was practicing the other day, and now I'm fucking sucking.
you. I'm sure
I'm
you'll.
actually
I
mad
mean,
about
you'll
that.
take care of that guy pretty quickly.
I mean, yeah, it's not like this is the first time I faced him, but still, I feel like I could have negated a lot of...
Oh wait, are you going with that Lonely Island? Is that the Lonely Island?
Why is everyone picking on the fluff? That's not it.
Don't worry, Fluff, I believe. I believe.
Thank you.
I helped you
I think it
once
was-
before, horseman.
Look
at me
Who were you saying the yes to?
So he's saying you were asking about the reference. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
Oh dang, I actually forgot to equip my stuff.
Your brother, the
Oh
one
boy,
called
this is
War,
actually gonna be a much harder
is
fight
being
now.
imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment.
More of a
Doom
challenge.
the earth for mankind's
honest, yeah.
extinction. Why should
I was
allow
tempted
your
to put it on the
brother's
hardest difficulty, but I was like, you know what, I'd rather beat the game
Bro,
and not have my
never.
ass
I'm gonna be
handed
honest,
to me.
Centurion.
The council will
Never
condemn
in your
war.
life ever
Strip him of
go for
power,
the
let him
hardest
rot in
difficulty
oblivion
in any fucking
to
video
hide
game.
the truth. My secrets can
Honestly,
So
that's what I
go,
used
go
to do.
Nightmare.
Horsemen.
I used to do
I-
it like when I
But
first
they
picked up a
cannot make
game,
you
I would put it on the
erase the
hardest
crime.
difficulty just to see
Bring
how bad it
mankind back
was.
from extinction.
I wonder if
If it's
numbers that are
madness,
coming in,
who
Centurion
better to
are
show
because
me the
of
way?
ghosting you.
Should
Also,
a way
Probably,
exist?
I'm not going to take any credit for that. These people
You
came
will
with their own
find
volition
it
or from you,
here.
so you know what?
I'm gonna be honest,
Appreciate it.
Centurion. You didn't say thank you for the host.
Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me.
Don't give
I
it,
appreciate
Centurion.
it. I appreciate
No,
it.
no. You,
Exchange
in all
for
honesty,
secrets, you agreed to
Fluff,
keep the
actually
amulet.
do have to do that.
No. The voices.
Do what?
They
Well,
curse
no,
and
I
threaten
meant the
without
whole,
end.
like, if he
They
did it
cry to
before,
return.
and you just
You
don't
must
remember it, then he
destroy
doesn't
it.
have to say it again.
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
I
Open the portal.
united
Saw
their
that fucking
flesh.
You
I made that
will
pose
not
my phone
rise
background, death with his two
while
sides
I
like that.
Open the portal.
So be it.
Nice.
While I live.
I used to have that. I
Bro,
used to
man.
fucking love Darksiders, man. Like, Darksiders
Hey,
is my
look,
shit.
it's Jack. Oh my
Here
god,
your
Jack is
brethren
too
are
big ass
trapped in
size.
eternal torment. Do you
Hey, look, it's Fred.
It's
and
Fred.
not of war? Would you kill
gosh.
your brother to save your precious?
That is not that emo.
He is innocent.
He's definitely not
Are
that
you
muscular.
so certain?
I don't know. I mean, Fred is going to be off training at the monk temple.
You know, once
Here we go.
if everyone
Here
lives
we go.
for Fernando.
I mean, it's kind of it already expected that I was going to bring him.
Not
so
enough skulls.
he's
Correct.
Well, that's only like
Your
if
shit.
they make
Your
it.
shit.
So I love the fact they for them to introduce fucking
Oh shit.
the last horseman. It is not on a fucking platform. It is literally on a mobile game.
Yeah, I know. They did my boy Strike bad, dude.
Like
I wanted a whole
sad
shooter
that-
with it. I wanted a
Like
whole
you
shooter.
have the one fucking guy that we were on. But like you did have
Master Champion, buddy, you ain't beat me.
Oh shit, that reminds me, Centurion. I would like to fight you in Xenoverse 2. Speaking
I
of
have
button
a-
mashing,
I have a fucking proposition. How about we all fight each other in the fucking choke where I know all your asses.
That's
see,
not
there's
happening.
a problem with that. It's the fact
See-
that I'm not willing to buy that game.
Good, because in actuality, it was not what any of us expected.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I know it is about what I expected it. You only to play that, and still not fix certain videos.
Ow.
They still haven't fixed the fucking continue fight button. Or
I want that, and I want
Cast
hard
aside,
battles.
asshole. You dare impersonate my brother, bitch?
they do to nerf guard in that game.
Shit, this is badass.
Like they have to nerf guard, they have to fucking add rematch in the fucking from the one point of when you do a fucking player match.
Now, what Death does here is one of my favorite moments in this game. What he does right here. Hangs him on the damn scythe.
Yeah, this is definitely a favorite.
Hell yeah.
Open the portal.
That's
That is one of the most badass moments in the game for me, is when he hangs the Crow Father on the side.
Your secrets die
That
with
is very cool.
you, old fool.
I wish that was an execution, dude. Like a God of War style
Crow Daddy.
execution.
Not yours.
You would nerd.
I mean, why not?
I mean, hell, if you're that good of a man, that's up to you.
No. That's you. I mean, you're the one beating around.
Well, I stabbed him a few times as well, if you want clear context on that.
Oh my god, you penetrated an old man? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, dude, this is what death does.
You think you're justified penetrating an old man just because you're deaf?
You brought up this
That
conversation.
justifies everything to me.
This conversation has been going anywhere it's going in your mind. It's just your fucking
Did you guys see that giant ass
dick and
stop
custard
sign?
with
No,
You will
that
always
was
forever
Jack.
be known as
That was
guy.
Jack.
From which
That's what I'm saying. Jack, you're always going to be known as the guy who
others
just
linger
only
for
hears
eternity
dick and
on the
custard and
brink
twist.
of annihilation. That
I
creation
mean,
gets
in
me.
my
might be
defense,
balanced with destruction.
Twist and
And
Dig
in
was
the final
accurate.
moment of battle,
It was accurate,
So-
but in the
One
wrong
such
sense.
This is the last
Nobody
one I
was
talked about.
sticking their dick in
yet
custard.
not far.
No,
from
you
the
were just
edge
threatening
of
to rip
darkness.
his dick off with a
Had
twisting
death
motion.
been sent to his doom.
You know what else it was?
That
Well,
fucking
basically,
be
you were
found
threatening
in
to
the
rip off your
horseman's
master's
future.
dick through vigorous jerking him off.
Well, there's a lot of ways to go.
Is
That's
basically
definitely
what
one
that
of
threat
them.
was.
Be still, horseman. You are wounded. Don't touch me.
To be honest, I prefer my translation.
Thank you,
Your
bro.
arrival here
Thank
is a
you,
bad
bro.
omen.
Of course, bro.
Yes.
Why not?
Troubles me greatly.
Thank you, bro.
Old one.
Now
more
remember,
trouble
bro,
ahead
we
if
have
I
to
don't
refer
start
Jack
making
as
sense.
Dick
Where is the
Custard.
tree of life?
You're gonna
Life.
call him Dick Custard?
This
In
world
all
is
honesty,
dying land.
Mr.
You're gonna
Dick
stay,
Custard.
girl.
on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop
we won't call.
I just get like an image of Jack just like coming up to the coffee table.
The last of
Name's
my
Custard.
people.
Dick Custard.
Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree of chaos and
You
corruption.
know, I would do that for the shit over the fuck.
Hello, Dick Custard. Oh my god.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, that's not doing
his ass.
anything.
What the hell you gonna do about it? Oh shit. He did something. He did something about it.
Not being a thing. That's not being a thing.
Got it. Okay, got the
Oh, this
combos.
makes me want to get that game
You
again.
fight
It was
well,
really fun looking.
but this corruption
No, don't tell the
can't
other.
be beaten
Oh
with
my
a blade.
god, no.
Seek out
Bro,
the
don't tell the
forged
other two to
sister.
come.
Ask her about the fire of the mountain.
Jack, please.
Help her.
By the way,
She will help
in case
you.
anybody wants to hear the dialogue, go watch another stream
As for
because you're not
me,
gonna be able to hear shit.
I must return to my work.
Yeah,
And
well,
who
that's
are
what
you
the
to
subtitles are for.
command, Rider?
Exactly.
I am a maker.
Like,
Older
I'm here to
than
bullshit.
even
You can
jar
read the
counts.
words.
Tis madcap,
At least you're not
vote,
skipping
patron
through
of
it,
Shergoth,
you know.
Pinky Bear.
No, I'll do the dialogue options for everybody at least.
And now,
Yeah.
they but hardly know the touch of stone. And at the center of it all,
Who are you talking about? Who's Bo?
He is innocent.
Do
I
you
never
believe?
said he wasn't.
Oh, it's Bo
The tree
Lee.
holds
Got
power
it.
Yes,
over
that's
my
why I call him.
I
That's why I keep
believe.
calling him Bo.
Resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction.
Well, I'm gonna be honest,
Oh,
Jack.
but
it's
Don't
not
hate on
A dark
our
presence
fucking
dwells
patrons.
now within the tree.
I'm not hating on it.
Path is barred by corruption.
Care not. Well, you better care because let's face it, you have a fucking club. You have a club, for God's sake.
My dude, I'm not being called a Dick Custard. Okay?
It's gonna call you. I mean, if I
I
put
really
it on a
don't
shirt.
care.
I mean, I could put it on
Oh,
a
yeah, that's
shirt.
right. I have to do skills.
They call me DK.
I don't care. First of all, DK.
Yeah, Dick Custard.
That on L1 square.
Custard
There we
is
go.
spelled
I'm pretty sure his
C.
name is not either Donkey Kong or Drift King.
Look, man, you gotta make it. You gotta make it.
There's first chest for you.
I
You
thought
have to
would make
put.
it
You have to put.
fancy.
This is what Michael. This is what you have to do.
Spell it
You know how like MC is like for
properly.
McDonald's
Alright.
and shit. Well, you have to put.
I don't think
a
there's anything else
DC
in this area that I know
custard.
of. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Dick
move on.
Custard.
This is no place for a horse.
Dick Custard.
Custard.
Alright, come on.
Farewell.
More fights, please.
How about this? It's Richard Custard, but the Richard is short is Dick for short.
Richard Custard, who are you, Dick
Dear
Tracy?
Share Fluff Custard is spelled with a with a C.
Bo, memes you say.
Yes, I have. Oh, hold on. I'll give you a real-time number real quick of how many memes I have on my phone.
Saw that and immediately went to Dota.
19,038.
Not bad.
Yes, they are all memes.
I'm going to go read them.
You are right, Vol. I'm gonna be honest. I still can't believe that was real. I'm still slightly not. It might.
Yeah.
It'll pass.
There we go.
Feelings will
It will.
pass.
It will.
As
it
with
will
any
pass.
games. As with any
No,
games.
Centurion.
Break
Centurion. Remember how I was bragging that a fan of mine drew a picture of me, a second picture of me?
everything. I think so, yeah.
Okay, the fucking fan was Verrills, and Verrills is actually someone I thought I didn't know. Turns out I do know him. He's
pretty.
He's fucking Fluff's friend, and my
He's
friend.
actually in this room right now.
Yes, he's all of our friend. And the worst part was I did not know it was him until last night, and I was
Actually,
like,
Centurion, you should know him. I think you guys played with him.
Have we?
well,
Yeah, it's
Barrels?
Eric. Yeah.
He doesn't know him outside of
Maker's
PS4.
beard. The rumors
Yeah, no,
are
that's
true.
fine. I was just saying
A
that they
horseman in
played.
the
Eric
forge
told me
line.
that
Oh,
they're-
right,
The
we
name's
played
Alia,
Dauntless.
and that's my brother Valis. We are
Right,
The thing
Maker's
is,
Forge.
is
How you
that
doing?
Though I
the
reckon
thing
that
is
means less now
that
than once it
I
did.
didn't know it was him,
This is a
and when I
maker's
found out it was
forge.
him,
Nay,
I was
Maker's
deep
Forge is lost
heartedly
to us.
sad because I was like, oh
Silenced
my
by the
god,
hands
it
of
was just
corruption.
To be
my
fair,
friend
and
Dirt,
its debt
Dirt,
is the
I
ones
fan.
of the dark
It's your
towers of
fan,
hell
yes.
and the cities of
Well,
heaven.
no, I was
Now you
just
make
letting you know that I did tell him that this
And
was a
you,
very
one
dangerous
of the
game when
four,
he was
now
starting
seek
this
the
up,
aid of the
and that it
makers?
could go very
I guess
badly.
we've all
So
fallen from high
thanks for
places.
taking it,
Came
you know,
a
like a
secret
champ.
tree and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the stone
Like,
father's
I was-
blood. It
I
once
was like,
flowed
oh,
into
what?
our
Tell Eric to
forge,
respond
as
for
did the
it.
tears.
Like, I was like,
Both
oh,
imbued our
Slap my
shaft
face.
with
Barrels is
incredible
online.
power. The heart and the
Barrels
soul of
is Eric.
stone.
I was like,
But
wait, if
corruption
Barrels is Eric,
has
oh,
taken them, and now our
you
forge
made
is
the
silent.
picture.
Why does this concern me?
Okay,
I was
Dirt,
like,
Way
Dirt,
to the
Dirt,
tree
don't
is
start
lost,
crying, please.
barred by corruption.
No, and the worst
You
part
can
is,
no
I
more
look
leave
like a
this place
fucking
than
Mark.
we.
In the picture, I
Restore
look
our
like a
forge,
Marcus
and the tree
Falafi.
can be reached.
I don't follow your
That's the
reason.
worst.
Wait,
That's
this
what I
is
literally got
Centurion,
with that.
no, of
Not
throwing
warriors,
intent.
but we
I-
are not
I do
without
believe
our
so.
weapons. Before the forge was
Centurion.
lost, we
Are you
crafted a
a-
mighty
are you a
creature
DI
of soul
follower?
and stone.
What?
Do you know that
colossus to
have
fight
you seen
this
Thrilling
corruption.
Intent?
But to awaken him
Thrilling
requires a
Intent.
maker's key. And we
Third
need
wheel
our
Marcus
forge to
Falafi,
craft one.
the
Will you help
Marcus
us?
Falafi, yeah,
What
your
is this
service.
cauldron?
A
It sounds
temple built
really
in the
goddamn
shadow of
familiar.
Stone Father's Peak.
it's a
Okay,
D&D.
go on-
There,
They,
the
they,
go
fire
on
of the mountain
YouTube,
was harnessed
look up
and
well, he's
passed
kind
into
of
our
streaming
forge.
right now.
Right east of town,
when you get
right
the
through
chance.
the Chart Pass, and
I
towards the
fucking
cindery peak of the Stone
Oh,
Father.
Varels is hunting
There,
high-level beasts.
You will find the cauldron,
Yes.
Anyway,
No words,
Anyway.
your brother.
but hardly sound.
tell Varels
His
that if
voice
he's
is
on
the
tomorrow
ring of the
after
hammer and the
5:30,
roar of
Please
the
stop
white
adding
flame.
a
I
U
will
to
be
Dauntless,
He
Varels.
works while you talk.
there is a U in
I
Dauntless.
may have need of a blade.
He's
What?
spelling it
Greater than our
Duantless.
horsemen? I think not.
Duantless.
We fight for survival of our realm.
Honey, what are you
God,
playing?
my
I played
Duantless is acting
Duantless.
Aren't they?
Oh god, my Duantless is acting up.
Played the Wantless.
Just wearing a
It's
shirt.
actually really
Please
funny.
be patient. I have autism.
I must have it. I must have Dauntless.
that's hilarious.
As Dauntless now. I need to see this as a
That's
be-
what
as
I
a real
think of
game.
whenever somebody screws up that bad. It's like either
I
you
really
weren't
need to-
taught the word right, you're not from this country, or you have a mental birth defect.
We've
Either
been
way.
waiting your arrival, horseman.
I would very much like
Your
to play
shadow has
Dauntless
long
now.
hovered over this realm.
Many know the
Custard.
Reaper, old one. But I don't know you.
We are
Hey,
the
I was
builders
making
of this
it
world,
fancy.
but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons.
Oh, yeah, it's,
Adar does his best
Potions
to soothe
Lady.
our pain.
Yes,
but
I
our
still love the
souls
fact
yearn
that Jack
for only
would
one
say,
comfort.
Dear
Death.
God,
I honestly forget
They
her
are
name.
not,
without hope.
Custard is not spelled with a fucking K.
Okay,
Tell
me,
go ahead and get
Shaman.
the dialogue over with.
What is corruption?
And I hit the
Yeah,
fact
Varels,
I
that
only
okay,
know
I'll
what
take
I
that
feel
one,
kind
Varels.
of were
I'll take
wrong.
that.
That corruption
Take
is
the hot.
hate given life. And
At
that
least
hate
he owns
does not
up. At
come
least
from
he owns
trees
up.
or stones, but
I'm
from
gonna
us.
be
Yeah, man,
honest.
yeah.
You despair, old
I was
one.
like, I didn't.
And yet
I was like, why
raise
is? Why
life
do you?
from
Why?
the
I mean,
earth.
Custard could be spelled
I
with a
am a
K.
shaman, bound to this task
General
as
K.
our
Custard.
days darken. We
Oh,
are
that
as the
sounds
vines,
badass.
coming to root, then to flower, and then
I
That-
mean, the name is.
it sounds like a
the
badass
name makes
general.
Sound
a
badass, but let's
circle
face it.
everlasting.
We already
I
know
cannot
about
stop it.
Custard.
Nor
Like,
can
Well,
I
there's
stop
Colonel
you.
Mustard.
Tell me more
Or
about
is
like-
it General
tree
Mustard?
life.
You know, from the game
The
Clue.
forester on the
Yeah,
tree.
I'm
it's
sorry,
like
did
it's
you
either a
just fucking
badass
say
general
General
or like it's like
Custard?
Kung
You cannot
Pao
reach the
chicken.
tree.
It's like a
His
decadent
name
dish.
is General Custard,
path of
the
a brother
fucking guy
troubles
who
you.
lost that
It is your
fucking
past,
sitting
but
bull.
also your future.
What are you talking about? Talk about Clue. The guy's last name is Mustard.
His
Yeah,
name
it's
is
Colonel
Michael
Mustard.
Colonel Custard.
Stone, wood, iron.
It's a mustard.
These
Don't
are the
worry.
gifts of the makers.
Or no,
Okay,
it's Colonel
Horseman.
Mustard. Yes.
Do you ever
Yeah.
doubt your future?
No.
I said
So
both,
one
just in
like
case I was
yourself
wrong
would
on
set
one of
out
them.
to change a fate that displeases
Surprised
him.
no one mentioned that
That is a
comment. I was
long and
actually expecting
dangerous
snark
path,
back.
even for
Disappointed.
death
I didn't
himself.
see the comment.
How
What
is
is the
that your
comment?
concern, John?
I'm used to your
Only that
snark.
I
It
am
doesn't matter.
skilled at
Soulless
crafting
ginger,
talismans.
howbeit.
If you gather the proper
Tell
materials and
Varro to
return them to
respond
me,
before I slap
I'll
him
make
with
a
a hail
potent
Hail
talisman
Albert.
to aid you on your
Hunting
journey.
high
Halibut.
little beast.
What do you
It's
want?
halibut.
Dauntless.
Stalker's bone, mordant dew.
It's not a fish.
I'm gonna call it
Stone.
Hailblood.
It is not a
because you
Okay,
have
simple
to
charm.
just because the chat
can I
fucked it
find
up,
them?
I'll let you say
Somewhere
hail,
in the
but
Forge Lands. I rarely
Oh my
leave
God, who is
Tristone,
that
but the
silver-haired
Khan is
fox?
always out exploring. He can tell you
Potion
more, no
center.
doubt.
It's a potion center.
There are new
shit.
talismans
I
for you
don't
to
think you can
browse.
take her potions.
no. Well, no, she sells talismans and potions, like health
I don't
and
think I
wrath.
can take any. The size of that woman, I don't think I can take anything.
Are you shitting me? The size of that woman, very, very little could take anything.
I don't know.
Pretty
I
sure
don't
she
know.
could
I've seen
strangle
little
a bear.
people- I've seen little people take
I
a
will
whole
make
lot.
use of
Have you ever seen a very
Oh shit, that's
ballsy
right. She gave me
half-elf?
the legendary armor. I forgot about that.
She gives you the legendary armor.
Yeah, Pauldron of the Horseman.
Yes, she gave you. You look at that. You look at that.
Fluff,
you can't put
didn't
it
you
on.
play a half elf that I
As
kept
you
Dude,
trying
I'm
to
only a
kill?
few levels below that.
Yes. But that is not
Yeah.
the ballsy.
Asking that.
Oh,
I've also asked him that
It clicks.
repeatedly.
Insult.
He hasn't gotten an answer yet.
it legitimately
There
just
is no
clicked.
answer. There will never be an answer.
It sounded badass. What do you want from me?
Right?
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The makers
I feel like
of
these
Dark-
guys are
and
dwarves in their
see-
final
I'm
form.
gonna be honest,
Few are
my
all that remain.
fucking cloud picture,
Aye,
and I hate to
not
say
easy,
this,
but
if you
simple.
ever become like
I
a
always
major
saw
big
my
time
end with
streamer,
blade
you
in
start
hand.
streaming like
A field of enemy
If
dead
you
before
want.
me.
you have to use
glorious end
cloud,
awaits
a
you
cloud
hiding
look for
behind
you.
these gates.
Like just literally his outfit, but
You cannot
make it
fight
up as you
corruption.
go.
Nor
Like,
can you
with
harm
no
it.
Okay.
You can only kill
I'm
those
serious.
who are
Like
claimed.
that's literally all
Every
I
blow I strike against
Well,
corruption.
the only
saying
reason
your
it's
real
like
name for
that
right
is
now
you just
no
have
against
to.
my own people.
I can see
Views
you
on that,
in
Ryder,
real life
before you mark me
wearing
as
a
a
cloud
coward.
stripe.
Do what you
fucking
must for your
outfit.
kin, old one.
I tried to one time.
Mine, I ride to the cauldron.
How did that go?
Horseman,
Well,
You'll
the
find not that
whoever
way.
sent it, the
Trouble.
seller, sent
Well, if you
very
fancy your
poor.
corruption waist
It
deep,
didn't
that's as
come
good a
in
place as
properly.
you know, there's a
It was
reason
very
this
low
key is here.
production and
If you were a
in
friend,
all
I
different
wouldn't have let you pass.
each piece,
But then-
so it didn't. Yeah,
Who is friend
I couldn't
to
even
death?
wear it.
Did you?
That was a
Share
couple of
was
years
it
ago.
long since knocked loose in battle.
No, I was in high
Wisdom
school
ain't
and I
like
didn't
teeth.
want to cause
And
problems
plenty
for
left.
anyone at the time
Enough
and was
to
very
stay clear of the
anxious.
cauldron.
So
The
talking to
ancients
someone
filled it
about a
with
problem I
right nasty
had was very.
traps. But
not
one
gonna
so
happen.
clever as
You
yourself,
need to be
surely
friends with me in high school. We need to make a time machine and just literally I have to take your high
All right,
school.
let's.
I don't know, I was
Yes, please give me the Harvester's Revenge. That is like
You know
essential.
why, Michael? I will literally go up to your younger self and go, "What's up? Hey man, what?" Just freak
Yes,
you
okay.
the
I
fuck
fucking that
Just
move is so
literally
goddamn
watch it.
useful.
Just literally scaring you as a younger high schooler would be the most hilarious.
It would be one of those internally screaming, like pick memes because I was
be-
on
would
my
just be
meds,
like, "I heard you
so
like
I would
D&D,
be
fucking
emotionless
Magic
on the
Gathering and all that
outside,
type of shit."
and then on the inside I'd be screaming, "Who is this man?"
Right then.
I just would be like, I hear
This
you like
way, I
D&D,
believe.
Magic, the Gathering, and pretty much a lot of stuff that I like.
How do
Would
you
you like to be
How
friends?
much do you know?
I know everything about you. It's just literally just
I am your father.
Just literally,
Just-
Michael.
Oh,
just literally
what?
slowly
Who is this man? How do you
face.
know me? Oh, I know everything about you. Your bank account, your emails. Who's Jennifer?
Literally touching your face and he's just like, it's good.
I feel like Dirt would be that annoying friend that tries to wingman.
No.
Oh, that would go so bad. I had a lot of female friends in high school.
I'm gonna be honest. Michael would be the fucking wingman for me.
Well, the whole thing was that, like, I was the brother character for a lot of people.
That's
So-
perfect. You are the perfect wingman.
Yeah.
Sad.
What? Mad cat.
Jack, what?
He said
Where's
sad
my
Why
Mad
are you
Cat.
suddenly sad?
Where is my snark? No
I
one cares
received
for
no
your
snark.
No,
Listen
nobody
here, Jack. We don't come here to feel emotions. We come here to play video games and shit talk other people, not each other.
That's legitimately the entire reason of my existence is to shit talk other
I'm
people.
gonna be honest, that is a lie.
Yeah.
So we've been shit talking Jack for the last fucking 5 minutes at one point.
No, that wasn't shit talk. That was tough love.
Tough love.
Centurion, your existence is not giving shit talking. Your existence is just death and bloodlust. Oh, bullshit me.
Okay, fair.
And yet, in the sense of all of that, our fans just believe I'm the one with that. At this point, I dare say I'm on the level of a small.
Ooh, you guys should fucking walk up on me. Bang, bitch.
I'm gonna call this back together.
Sorry, those words mixed together, so I heard tumor-sized Deadpool, and I don't know how to respond to that.
That is literally the level of what people consider me. Like, our fucking fan group thinks I'm the sadistic group.
I can be your angle or your default.
The thing is, this group is the following fucking A1. So
Yeah, angle or your default.
You're the brash.
Brash?
You know what?
The hell's that even mean?
You know what, Fluff?
I'm not sure.
Did I
I'm
ever
not
tell
sure.
you?
It was just a word they came up with. I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
What?
Brash is actually a word. And did I
Okay,
ever
thank
tell
God.
you that somebody made an edgelord homebrew D&D class?
No, but if
It's
you hold
literally, I can
another
be your
session,
angel
you're
or
allowed
your
to beat
devil.
it.
Michael,
I'm
don't
not doing
make
that.
don't
And
make
no,
those types
you
of deals.
You don't want me to. I'm just gonna let you take that back because that class gets infinite teleports.
Ooh, I like these sides. These sides are
Oh,
nice.
so he was
I will
my
allow you to
fucking
take that
character. He was Leto.
I have a talisman.
Except,
Put
you
that
know,
on.
instead of a
Well,
homebrew,
put it this
Leto was
way,
just like,
there was actually a lot
he
of
got
comedy
that
with
through hard
that
work.
because one of my favorite things about it is this: you actually gain bonus if you wear long leather trench coats.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
so
he was
dumb.
like Leto.
It gives you an excuse to be Keanu
It was
Reeves. Don't
just
even try.
Right,
Bonus
there's an
crap.
actual homebrew class. There's a homebrew class of Leto.
I mean, there's now a homebrew class of, and I quote,
Swimming
3 halflings
around
in a
at the
trench coat.
speed of sound.
Like, I'm gonna be
That was
honest,
a
Michael,
joke.
this literally, remember, fucking Leto wore a
I'm
trench
legitimately
coat.
trucking through this
No,
shit.
he
It's
did
insane.
not. And if he did,
He
it
had
was
a
never
trench
brought up in
coat, but
conversation.
He literally had one.
I think you're bullshitting me.
He did have that.
I think you're bullshitting me.
I'm not bullshitting you. You guys asked
Oh,
what he looked
hello,
like.
Volgrim. It's been a
I
while.
told you. No, I
thought he was like-
actually had a picture. It was the shittiest
I
drawing
don't
of
believe you.
I've been
it. It was the shittiest
expecting
drawing I
you.
ever did. It was like a fucking second grade
Volgrim.
drawing.
What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
It's probably just my memory fading.
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer.
Wasn't that war last time, Volgrim?
This
Not
mother.
to what
Okay, everyone,
lurks
listen
at
up.
the
Sir
edge of
Fluff is
shadows.
this. I have to say this.
So
because
here
this is our
I
D&D
am
fucking
to offer my way.
fucking horror show.
Do you know that I
Of a
don't?
D&D.
I'm not
Are you really
going
gonna do this right now? In front of thousands of
I
poor people?
merely followed the trail
Yes,
of
the
carnage.
rounds of 4 people.
Your
And
blades
that will
are as
probably
sharp
get
as
even more
ever.
bigger with Centurion
Even still,
exporting it to
I
fucking
may be
YouTube later.
able to help. I
Hold on,
carry
I got lost in the
Sir
conversation.
Fluff,
What's going on?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold
Go
on. Sir
on.
Fluff's entire let's name out
You
all
won't
your
be
fucking
disappointed.
what is the fucking accolades?
Fresh merchandise.
Let's list all your accolades for D&D.
What does that even mean?
It means every single thing that you have done that is so important. That has the most
Important? I feel like you're throwing mass shade at me publicly on
Okay,
stream.
hold on. This
Until
motherfucker,
then,
hold on. This man
perhaps
was
you'll
known
grant me a
once as
small
the Red
indulgence.
Paladin. Fluff.
There are
please
pages
explain
missing
the
from the
masses
Book of the
what
Dead.
Red Paladin.
I believe many lie along your path.
Well, you see, long,
If you
long
bring
ago,
them to me,
there was a dragonborn who
reward will
loved
be
bread so very
substantial.
much. However,
And
he
so will
could
be
not
my
eat it,
damnation.
for it was poisonous and would kill him instantly. Instead, he went around buying and making all the bread for everyone and handing it out as thank yous to people. And at one
Why
point,
are you
beat up a
commenting
goblin
about the bread paladin? Just say it.
Hold on, Centurion, hold on. This needs to be said.
He beat up goblins with bread and got permanently banned from any D&D group after that.
Now,
Which, by the way, sounds stupid. Why wouldn't you want the bread paladin?
Exactly.
Hold on. Now, fast forward to pretty much when I started back up on fucking D&D with 5th edition, because I was saying 4th edition, and I say if Wizards of the Coast, if anyone is watching and you know it to be true, 4th edition can kiss my ass. That fucking complexity shit that you tried to throw everyone on was too hard, and trying to fucking literally get a session going took fucking 4 hours just to do a character sheet. And that's if you were even still a fucking pro at fucking making characters.
This stream was brought to you by Darksiders 2.
Darksiders with Saint Centurion. Now,
Yes.
we're gonna go
Holy shit.
which is honestly the most simple D&D ever since 1st edition. Now,
Not
this
patented.
motherfucker named Fluff decided to make a character. His name, Kaiser Greystone.
Oh shit, we're gonna talk about him, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. Don't worry, we'll get to your DM skills later. But
Oh god.
we're gonna get to that point in life.
I'm feeling very attacked right now. I'm gonna try.
Like I said, this is your mini accolades. This is your mini accolades. Now.
Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna have massive gats in this conversation because I'm like focusing.
That's completely
Like
fair.
everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, this is like the most interesting fucking story of other people.
I mean, to be fair, I'm a bit a part of this.
For doubt.
Centurion is a part of this in the sense we told him these stories long ago. But as I was
Long
saying,
ago, there was a man who threw bread.
fucking Greystone.
Yes, there was.
Let's see. His first major achievement in the beginning of a session was the fact that in order to get over a wall into a town of goblins, he decided he was going to make a willing sacrifice of getting the shit out of him so badly that he was just a normal person. But what does he do for extra effect? He breaks his fucking arms.
Sure did.
For no reason, and honestly, no one understood why he did.
It was a noble sacrifice.
It was
They
not
need to believe I
needed.
could
It
not
was
fight back,
needed.
so they don't.
Nobody thought it was needed.
Listen, the plan was for me to get captured to get inside.
No, and this is the thing. The conversation of how to get inside, captured inside, was first orchestrated by, I believe, Mr. Barrels was the first one who made the idea. I believe.
Fuck off,
And
my
then
horse.
our female companion, who, his name, Mayana, said,
Merle's
yeah, this
just
is a good
laughing in the
idea.
background.
Yeah.
Pretty much said, this is a good idea, let's go for it. And everybody, and a Goliath, okay, allow me to explain. Our entire team of that session was this. A
Hello,
Dragonborn,
Chess.
who
My
had
name is
no,
Saint.
and this right now is Jack's character.
Please don't call me.
A Dragonborn named Xana that had no sense of direction whatsoever. And worst part is, this is an actual thing of Jack. He has no sense of direction,
Yeah,
people.
place it off me.
He has no
I
sense
really
of
don't.
direction. I know landmarks. He knows nothing.
feel it,
He
man.
knows not of a landmark
Right,
in our own
put
town.
that on.
I know
Check.
some landmarks.
Starting to look more and more
As
like a
long as
badass,
it's like-
boys.
Oh.
Into stores. That's it.
Regularly.
And
Pretty
your
much, yeah.
doctors. But those are at least the important ones. Now, Then we have, of course, Sir Fluff, who is Kaiser Greystone, the noble human.
You forgot to mention that I was a dragonborn pyromaniac who kept trying to raise the dead.
Pyro-fucking maniac who had no sense of direction. So pretty much that's everything that sums up Jack's character.
Oh shit, that was a fireball. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yes.
Up high.
Apparently. Jesus Christ, it's just raining down.
Okay, now allow me to explain what barrels.
It's another giant
barrels was a
Hey, I'm doing the killing here, fucker.
And it's surprising that I say this because of when you say barrel was literally friends with Kaiser. And literally he understood the most thing that surprised him was the fact of Kaiser was
That's true.
And everybody, I behold to you, 8 foot tall dwarf Vin Diesel.
Another one. I'm not going to say
you're the Nephilim.
Yeah, the one they call because she's not here.
How did you get here?
Play with us.
Took a wrong turn.
On PS4.
It appears I'm stranded here with the rest of you.
If you seek the cauldron, you should know that it fell to corruption fair long ago.
I believe
I can still feel the fire itself rumbling deep in the air.
I'll take my chances.
It's pretty much think of a hippie.
Your shaman has offered me a talisman if I bring her the materials.
You'd be
I
wise
hug
to
the trees,
accept
the trees hug me back, and
mighty
heal me while we're at
and I
it.
can become one with the animal.
You'll find stalkers prowling the cauldron.
I mean, that's really up to whoever is playing the druid.
Anyway.
Different than the others.
Less pleasant on the eyes. We're gonna just fucking move away.
Okay, when you get called ugly from death, goddamn.
Now,
yeah.
Then we have Barrel's
Fuck, man.
elder brother.
You know you look like shit.
Was a tiefling ranger.
Why not restore the fire yourself?
I came here just for that purpose.
Like what I am,
figured I'd pop the cork, so to speak. Be the hero. But the cauldron is locked up well and tight.
Except
and the way through is swallowed by fire. You look capable enough. Perhaps you can find a way. I'll wait here and guard the entrance. Say,
I think you've derailed what you were talking about.
Anyway.
Yes, I mind.
Anyway,
aren't I doing enough already?
Perhaps. It seems to me you're doing right enough for yourself. Our benefit being
pretty much, I had to throw all these motherfuckers a goddamn
well, if it ain't much trouble, I left an old metal platter in there. The image of Cupid inscribed in the center.
I had to.
Not much to look at, but it was my journeyman piece. Last thing I ever
But don't worry, we'll get to your campaign. Where
you want me to bring you a dish?
Yes. Well,
yeah, they weren't babysitters. It was more
if you
like
no babysitters, you threw fucking obstacles at me because you knew exactly what I was doing. But like I said, we'll get to that point. Because the story's not going to be long.
Okay.
It's literally so pretty much, this group decided that we were going to go on the most fucking adventures. We called our fucking entire story the Grand Escapades, and then I can't remember what we called it after. Oh no, that's what. Pretty much, in this way, my character got. Pretty much, this is how the story ends. My character dies, doing a noble sacrifice, an actual noble sacrifice, falling down a fucking waterfall and then just dying.
I could have done that.
Barrels and fucking Jack's character decided, okay, after all the shit we've gone through, let's just.
I know what I'm gonna do with this. Hey, buddy.
They travel around and
according to Rails, I'm continuously confusing the fuck out of everyone in his lab because I keep winning.
Yeah, he has the lab. He's a mad scientist. Oh,
ow,
now
shit,
he's no longer Popo. He's a dragon. He was Popo that transformed into a dragon. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Also, our Mayana character, our Mayana companion.
Ah yes, welcome everybody.
True love. Was able to bring back her.
Sorry if I can't welcome you properly. I'm trying to focus on the conversation and the game at the same time.
But hopefully found happiness.
Let's see if I remember right. These things trigger switches. Yes, they do.
Let's see. Am I missing anything?
I broke my arm a second time.
Oh yes, you broke your arm a second time in a new campaign of mine. We'll get to that.
Wait, is there another chest over there?
Later.
Well, I thought I did it twice with Kaiser.
I know what I need.
I don't remember the second time.
I know that one time I stayed awake, and the other time I did not.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, now we get to Fluff's
Hi there.
campaign. Now we get to Fluff's greatest accolade of his entire life.
Thank you. Get back on the ground, dickhead.
We're going to see of the entire party of this. Now,
get the heels
we'll start
on.
with Jack's character. We'll start with Jack's character. So most people already know his character as Fred Mortis.
Ah, yes, the infamous Fred.
A necromancer who is also what were you again? Jack.
Ooh, I love that combo. I love it.
Jack.
I think he's gone. I believe he was a necromancer that also was a shadow
Right here, I said wait.
He was a mortician.
Yeah, that part.
Pretty much, we're starting off in the little town, in this little fucking village we live in.
Hello.
Fred Mortis was our town's funeral mortician, and there were a lot of this is where his fucking job got the greatest of boons.
Now, okay, am I supposed to? Yeah, I'm supposed to jump away.
Now we come to Barrels, our town librarian, who didn't really talk to anybody at all, and rarely was seen.
In the back. Hi.
Okay, these sites suck.
Who was rarely seen,
on.
and he was actually here only. He only showed
Better
up
Vagabond
at the
cover.
few months later.
Better reps. All right, we're good.
Pretty much.
Oh,
then
they're
we go to
fighting something. The hell's that thing?
To Armeano, who actually his new name now is Hestia, and her character was a was
God
she
damn,
a half
Death,
elf?
you were acrobatic
or was
as
she
shit.
Something else, I can't remember.
Yeah, she was a half fire elf.
She was a half fire elf who became an owner of an orphanage at a very young, in a technical term in human years, a very young age.
Yeah, after escaping from slave traders.
Slavery. So she's our hero.
I'll take that, and you go in this direction.
Then we get I'm not sure still to this day. Roommate is the best way I can say it. Co-partner of the entire orphanage, Vincent, who was also our herbalist.
Yeah, he was the co-owner.
We are. I get a cutscene randomly.
And kept eating mushrooms and other plants for some strange
experiment. He needs to know what they do so he can make more potions.
He was our only
Oh shit! Okay, you guys throw things now. Dickhead.
Mushroom. Like everything.
Yes. He could have died, but very the game is definitely true.
Ooh, bite my ass off.
There's a long list of fucking. We'll just say
we're adopted.
Adopted, and I was also half animal. I was
shit.
The fucking
Yeah, I like this axe.
Now, before we go deeper into the story, we're gonna say one fucking thing. The entire group at 2 points. 2 points. One was the longest, one was the shortest. And I say that for very fucking reasons. Wondered about my character's
nice.
only one main factor.
Are we really gonna bring this up again?
Yeah, my dick.
Now you're the one who's talking about it more than anyone right now.
No. Michael, I'm explaining it.
Fuck are you?
Why, like, for an entire, like, half the session, of the session, I put the end of the session and then bringing it back up again in another session.
To be fair, I was just sitting behind the bar counter laughing my ass off.
And I was trying to ask, why is this important? Why does that, why?
Because it determines whether you need to wear pants or not in public.
Of course I need to wear pants.
But there was a point where you weren't wearing
Trying to
pants.
dodge death. I'm blaming death because I don't want to blame myself.
I still wear pants. But either way, they worried about this for a moment, and then we got past it.
Fuck you!
Normal.
It was a situational conversation.
Where I pretty much fixed it. Yes, a little back. The DM did not fix this. The DM could fix anything, but could not fix this, so I fixed it for him.
God damn.
Because
give me my health back.
It
Fuck me.
Stop.
I probably had as well, to be honest.
Yes, two fuckers literally sitting back in barrels, I think also sat back as well. But he did go in
Fucking take that key, I earned that shit.
I wasn't
Jesus.
there for the conversation. I wished I was there for the conversation.
Yes, because
I sadly was not there for it.
Yes.
Like I said, it was situational. It's like you were either disrobing or not wearing pants or something like that,
I was
and
just
it just
cleaning
like
myself in a fucking lake. I don't understand what was the big deal of just fucking bathing.
There's always a big deal with bathing. Oh shit, that's lava.
Like they just see a cat. They just literally see a
Nobody
cat
saw
in
that.
this
Nobody
world,
saw
and
anything.
They're just like, oh, where's your dick?
I just activated my death powers, and you know nothing happened.
I'm like, what? It's like, why do you need it anyway?
Y'all didn't see
now
shit.
We're gonna go all
Y'all
the way
didn't
back
see
to the
shit.
we went back into lava.
Now we're going back to the beginning. At the beginning of this campaign, our fucking DM, who was our god, was trying to figure out how to start our story off. He already had an idea, but we kind of flipped the switch. We flipped the kill switch, and I do mean we flipped the kill switch. Well, our DM decided to flip it. Yes.
Ooh, okay, I remember these puzzles.
Our town has we are a slave town, and we are visited by a couple men. We are a cattle town, and pretty much
Death
we're
professional
visited by
ball roller.
Each time, a group of men, heavily armored civilians, who come to our town, take stuff from us, and then at one point,
Because there's a random mechanism
still
for that.
not understand. Who doesn't care? Who does not like these fucks down? Decided to wait for the DM to do. I take a slingshot and with the fucking greatest ever hit a nat 20 to fucking slingshot and hit a fucking soldier in the head. But
and
our
you pissed him
DM
off.
just. This is what happens when the DM doesn't. Now, I want you all to remember, DMs out there. I need you to always.
DMs out there, there's only 6 people watching.
And when you get this video uploaded, Centurion, there'll probably be more.
Maybe, you never know.
When you fucking watch this video, please do me the one favor. Listen to all of your fucking players. Because as I sit and waited in silence, one person talks saying he's going to block to save a child because they thought it was a child who did this because, you know, slingshot. We've seen the stories, people, where our one guy,
You guys are pulling a David and Goliath now?
decided to no, our herbalist was going to stand in front of a knight trying to talk him down.
Real quick, so there's like a good distance between the herbalist at the building and where the person is and the child is. So, like, you know, just putting that out there.
No, the herbalist was close by. He said he was close by. He even said
hey, he was right outside the thing. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Right,
continue.
close enough to literally
Continue
slide
bashing the DM real quick.
I'm being stressed out and I can't hear my fucking self think.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Oh god, the stress is real, man. The stress is real.
It's only the weight of everyone watching.
Yes. Remember, okay. Now,
Only the weight of everybody watching. You know, that's nothing.
Well, our characters are shunned from humanity. We are considered to be like free. So I did this in Shadows. Now, our friend Vincent,
the way death rolls a ball, I swear,
was going to protect this child, and was close enough to do it.
No, this one. This one's
And the amount, I don't remember you asking to roll to save when and I think you did, and he actually scored high enough. But you still said no.
Blah, 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 English.
No,
Book
I'm
of the
gonna
dead
call
page.
bullshit right there. I would not. If he rolled high enough, I would not have done so.
I'm not even sure.
I don't believe the
that's
whole
what I'm
thing
saying.
was
I
that
don't
I
even
didn't
remember
hear
a roll.
him.
I don't think there was a roll, and I don't think there was a need for a roll because
all I heard was I slingshot the man, nat 20. Okay, I rolled percentile dice, paid attention to what they rolled on and how pissed off he would be. Rolled incredibly high. The man takes out the sword and then
you rolled for being pissed off. But at that moment, you were asking all of us, what is everyone doing exactly? Vincent stated he ran to the child, and he was going to protect him. But you somehow managed to just literally say, okay, and you go to protect the child. The child is dead immediately. Like the guy was so pissed off, he was just going, okay, I don't know who did it. This child is the closest thing. Die, child.
There it is.
To be fair, once again,
your
cattle, you guys don't matter that much. They're there to retrieve what they're being. You're easily replaceable.
There were probably other people, but I'm pretty sure there was probably other people around that kid, not just Vincent. I'm talking other adults, old people, anything.
And which have lived their lives to do nothing to stop these men.
I'm gonna fight. I'm not saying they could have stopped these men. I'm saying that man could have killed anyone that way. He aimed.
The closest one, literally banging on his leg armor as everyone was distances away.
Michael, you killed a child. Just for the sheer
so?
You killed a child. Fact. And this is the thing. We are cattle. Cattle are precious. You don't kill the baby cat.
Out of anger, anybody does anything.
Out of anger? Even when, I'm gonna be honest, a farmer does not kill his fucking cattle.
Well, he wasn't a farmer. He was just paid to get
I will not fall in the lava again.
I'm gonna bring this up again. I think you're just.
I almost fell in the lava again. Shit.
Michael, I'm just saying. In fact, people need to understand that this is how you're viewed as a god. He's a god that kills children, people. He kills them.
Completely off topic, but I'm
voice children acting.
Like, completely off topic, but I'm actually blasting through this shit like holy hell.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, man. Been watching the whole time.
Like, I've actually...
Speaking of blasting through things, we're gonna get through that with me.
I can watch that.
Because RDM hated me for this one fact.
There it is.
You ran ahead, everyone?
Yes, I ran a train when we were doing it.
You split the party is all you did, and it was dumb.
Michael, you wanted shit to move. You gotta run a train.
Ooh, it's a big one.
No, you gotta work together and fucking crawl a dungeon.
At the time we were
D&D
trying
stuff.
to figure shit out, it took too long.
That's for you, man.
It's a little bit longer, but I have to go back.
Since no one could, like, we were trying to come up with tactical ideas. We couldn't decide on a tactic. So there's only one thing to do. If we can't decide on a tactic to play what we do,
the double.
Push on through. Because our DM is setting shit up, and if no one else is focusing on listening on the DM except one or two guys, literally three, like, let's see, if Jack was there, it was always three. If he wasn't there, it was just always two, just being there. Then we have to...
I still was listening.
Jump, don't fall in lava.
Not always, not always. Whenever Vincent was talking, it was always listening to Vincent. Then came back. But anyway, so pretty much our village gets killed. Pretty much I go and do the dumb. I also pull another dumb tactic. I decide to go kill the brother. I had to avenge the child because the child actually did.
Ride that flaming elevator. Let's go.
What the fuck anything.
Here's the plate that Karn wanted.
Oh, I thought that was you, Michael. about the elevator. We'll get to that. That's the
Ride the
greatest-
fucking flaming elevator, bitch.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway. So I
Well,
killed
you're
a
in
guy
another
there.
enemy cutscene.
I
Who's
killed
it
a
this
guy
time?
before. And pretty much, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. The DM knew what I was doing. I tried to play it off.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why?
I was trying to say, it's nothing bad was going to happen. Unfortunately, I knew shit.
For fuck's
I knew
sake.
shit was going to happen. I just didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. But shit happened. Entire town. Also, I did on it.
Ow, goddammit. That's a lot of health, you dick.
We save a couple of orphans. What does our DM do?
Come on, come get some, asshole.
They slit their throats. No, they don't slit their throats. They killed themselves.
They slit their throats.
If I did, then that's true. I really can't remember what I made them do. I just know that, okay, you guys were arguing about what to do, and I'm like, alright, amongst all the arguing, you guys hear the sound of steel entering flesh.
What the fuck?
The timing of that is perfect.
I know it wasn't what he said. So,
the panic. No.
So after the sadness of
Completely off topic.
Literally hating my character.
Ow, shit, you did it again, you fucker.
And pretty much the only friend that Frostron had, well, two friends that okay. Frostron had one friend was that friend.
8 shit.
And his acquaintance was what was I can't ever remember.
Katso.
Oh, I need a fucking second. Jesus.
Katso was. Oh, by the way, Katso is like me, but instead of a cat, he is a snake man.
I
also had like spider
Jesus
abilities
Christ.
or something. I can't remember.
Ooh, okay.
Either
That's
way,
better.
Badass.
Either
Let's
way.
see. Oh yeah, I got I still can't use it. Fuck.
Now came to the point of where we had to learn our. Oh God, no, he's gone. We need him back here. We need to explain how Fred got his powers. Fred was the first to go. Fred has to be the first.
That's everything at least. Let's do this.
Mr. Fluff, we need to bring
Wait.
him back.
Okay, was this fucker hiding anything in here?
Fine, I'll do it.
There.
Damn it.
Oh, hold on.
Is he back?
No, hold on. This thing. What the fuck is this thing doing?
That shows that he's still here.
He's here, but his stairs.
There he is. Yes, give me my health
Okay.
potion back.
Okay, now, yeah.
Within the neighborhood.
We're about to get to
Slide again.
Fred. We're about to get to Fred's origin story. Now,
That's work.
this part needs to be said by our Fred right here. Go and explain how Fred got his powers.
Fred, where do I begin with my pride and joy?
While I'm breaking pods, go ahead. Nothing's happening.
Okay, Legend.
Exactly. I'm looking for fucking rupees. Leave me alone.
Wrong franchise.
Well, fucking sleeping on my rupees. No.
Hurry quickly to your fucking.
So, for the origin of my character, first of all, for getting the powers, as everyone's village had a role, I, well, for sheer shits and giggles, did not choose a class in this campaign, so I don't know why I became what I was, so I fucked the hell out of it.
Oh, I have bad feelings.
I did however choose my role, and that was the more because why the fuck not?
Did anyone
Anyways.
hold on, before you continue, Centurion, did he cut out for you?
No.
Impossible.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, yes, this next one. Give me that. Give me that.
Woo. Okay, continue.
So, anyways.
Oh, wait.
So, here's an example of the mental state of this character. Upon us evacuating the village, they come to my door to get me, I agree to go with them. Go back inside to fetch my staff and a skull, which I found under the floorboards and just decided I liked. This, by the way, was random shit I pulled out of my ass. This was not planned. This was last minute, why the fuck not moments.
The best kind.
The best kind.
Fast forward, I was running for our lives with me introducing hosts. Eventually, when we encountered the main villain, I was introduced to my teacher, Hernandez. The names, by the way, is because the DM was pulling names out of his ass.
Oh, I saw loading. I don't like it when it loads. Okay, no, we're back outside. Okay, the dungeon's over. Fuck.
All his names kept going Hispanic. Why?
Just 2 of them.
I don't know. That's fluff.
Oh, okay, but pause that real quick.
Yeah, the main villain and my teacher.
Yeah,
Why did you keep giving
No,
next name Hernandez?
You have done what we...
Hold on. Before we get into that,
Yes,
the good news
you
to all
stopped
you,
at
as soon as you can.
2 Hispanic names, and then
What is
you
more
went
than
to
due?
British names.
More than dues
What?
the
And I don't
venom those
mean-
stingers
I
get
don't-
you with.
you
If
went
you
to
let them too
Clarence,
close,
who was a
you'll
fuck-
find them in Drake's
That was so far down
Walks
in the
off with
story.
Those
I'm gonna be
stings are
honest,
nasty.
half of your fucking characters were starting to
I
sound
found
British.
that dish you wanted.
Hey.
You're a good man. Much more so than your
Anyway.
name would imply.
Anyway, we'll get to
I'm in
Clarence
your
in a
debt.
bit, but continue on.
Am I level 5 yet?
But yes, with me. So
I have no clue. Either way.
Hernandez, complete freaking psychopath, a Hispanic hunchback
chest right there.
midget. Wasn't even Hispanic, just had a Hispanic name. Jump-started my power that I already had because I came from a family of necromancers under me. And the first thing I
There's
hear
a chest
upon
here?
getting my power fully activated is my grandfather
Oh, there it is.
cursing me the fuck out. And by that, I mean the skull I carry around. Why my grandfather's skull was under the floorboards, don't ask me, I don't know. That just happened. But yes, that is basically the origin of Fred powers, and I've been doing weird shit ever since. I probably shouldn't have, such as things in a village entirely how Paladins shouldn't have done that. Don't regret it, still hilarious.
Okay.
You know, the
Might
worst
I,
part of that was I almost convinced them that I was a paper. The worst part.
I've got
So
a
close.
D&D story as well. When you guys are
Hold
done.
on.
Tell me.
We're
You were streaming.
Gonna be a while,
this
I'm
is
sure.
This is yours is probably the most. Is probably going to be just as interesting. I guarantee that. But allow us to continue what the fuck was our campaign called?
Okay, that was
Magical Misfit of Misfortune, I believe.
Yeah.
Fortune.
Us, and then, okay, allow me to first explain the next two. First off, Vincent.
Oh, it's over here.
Who,
chest I see.
who is pretty much, as you all know, is our herbalist. He decided that he learn, because of fucking our main villain, to learn a certain variety of magic. He was then pointing in the direction of a place of a forest or fucking mushroom shit. I don't remember. I don't
No, it's
remember.
usually experience.
Because in all honesty, it was just perfect. It was just the only thought process I had was, yeah, this is exactly where he would be at this moment in time. Learning how to know anything about plants is here at that moment in time. I believe it was a mushroom forest. I'm not fluff. Where was it again? Was it a mushroom forest? Was it just a regular forest? I'm not sure.
Laugh.
Sir, fluff a luff.
Laugh.
Did I miss this place? What? How?
Okay, so when Fluff gets back, you'll get a confirmation of the location.
When did he even leave?
I think he's probably talking to Eric. I'm not sure. But
where? There it is.
Pretty much our comrade Vincent learned pretty much how to becoming a. And I do say that actually, in all honesty, he was the nerd. He was in the entire village the nerd.
More defense.
Like I think he actually was like what the scrawniest of all of us.
Getting food is what Fluff's doing.
Thank you, Barrels. Normal
Thank
forest
you, Barrels.
is one giant mushroom house. Thank you, Barrels. So, then we get to Hestia, who went to church. That's absolutely how I'm saying this. Went to church, and didn't find God, but found a source of power and religion. That's best I can say that. Is that about
Became
right?
a cleric, for God's sake.
Yes, who also then fell in love with the sister of a clergy.
Of course.
And we then find out something horrifying about this sister later, or at least me and Katso, or no, was it you and me who found out something? We went down a street and...
I don't remember, I think that was us?
Yeah, because it was at night, and then we went down the street to see her, and then fucking chill went up my spine, and shit happened, and you're like, defense too.
Yeah.
I think that was us. But we'll get to that point later. So that's pretty much Hestia's power origin. It's more if she were with us, but she's not dead. I'm just saying in the party. If she were with us, she could explain it better.
If she were with us now.
Now we get to Barrels, who was, I just think, in all honesty, I think he was just the absolute one person that did not need a master. He just was a naturalist. He had talent. That's the best way I could say it. He had
His
talent.
trainer was a child.
Oh, that's
child who
right.
basically thought he was
That's
Batman.
right. His fucking goddamn master was a fucking child, a street urchin, and then they became fucking vigilantes. That literally
Barrels.
did the whole. Yeah, you were a ranger. I was Barrels. We already know that. Well, I said you were a ranger. And yes, and you were a
superhero
fucking,
dive.
and you were fucking Batman and Robin. They even wore, I'm not even shitting you, they even wore, I believe that even our DM had the fucking kid wore a goddamn costume at night.
Of course.
I'm not sure if Barrels had to wear the costume. I just
Any
remember the kid
eyebrows
wearing
left
it.
under that mask?
I think Barrels had a cape. That's I think that's what happened. He had a
Okay,
cape.
what's here? Air.
Yeet made that kid happy.
Over Death's head.
Mr. Fluff, are you back? I saw his mic go off. His mouth back.
That one's my favorite.
Okay. So now,
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I'm not saying I saved the best for last. This is honestly not my best for last. This is just where I found a master who was dumb as bricks and somehow taught me the ways
Really
of
was
being
dumb as all fucking hell.
dumb as hell, and then I had to kill him.
Well, at least your master wasn't killed for being evil as shit and having the main
Freed by my
villain make a
hand.
terrible pun as he killed him.
Yeah, that's good. That is a good point,
That
but he was also
he hasn't a
fucking the main
clue.
villain.
And yet, the forge
Confidant?
burns once more. You know what awaits
Minion.
you, Ryder. To finish this,
Yeah,
you
but
must
he was
restore
always with them the whole
tears.
time.
I'm not your errand
I think that's more or less
maker.
confidant and more
Aye,
he gets
but our
to
fates are now
trust him to be on his own.
Help us.
Dude,
Probably
the
that
whole
too.
dream of
Probably
reviving
that
dead
too.
Meantime,
kings
take this.
Indians thing.
It might be.
Yes,
problem.
and pretty much, this is how my training began.
But as he was trying to convince me to take
this.
the evil
Ah,
path.
yes.
Hang on,
A
this
trusty
is like,
revolver.
Yes,
let me
Centurion.
say this real quick.
It belongs to my
I
brother's strife.
trained
How came it
in
here?
A cannot
My
see.
teacher
But
attempted to
there are
convince
other
me to go
goods you may
evil.
barter for now as well.
Here's what happened.
Restore the
Maybe
tears, then
everyone
return.
behind him
You said there were two
tells him,
things that
and I
powered your
quote,
forge, fire and
"Thank
tears."
for god-awful
Yes, fire to
Now,
wake the
Hernandez,
earth
let's not
and
get
tears
ahead
to
of
calm it.
ourselves.
Both gifts
That's his name.
of the Stone Father.
Fire will
They
not
told
be
me to
enough.
bind
Nay,
the
we require both.
spirit of my
Where might I
fucking
find the
teacher
tears of the mountain?
head
To the
for
west,
months,
past the fjord and
trying
into
to
the
possess
dredge
me
fort. You will
repeatedly
find the tears
before he
within.
finally gave up.
Alright,
Browse
are there
it.
any decent weapons to
We
buy?
have
This
new
was amusing when they
items.
tormented him.
Now,
Those two are
Well,
stories. If you
shit,
ever
I'm
find
out of
yourself
luck.
with a evil neck my stuff in the head, reach
Gotta
over
level up, let's go.
sheer torment.
yes, this is absolutely
Come back later.
true.
We've got a forge to run.
They work.
Now,
Come back later.
Now.
We've got a forge to run.
my training, and with just
Okay,
me punching shit. And the best way to explain my character
Relation.
is he's gone from fucking Hunter x Hunter. But then we found out its actual name is just Hunter Hunter. Anyway,
Substance was slowed by
so
frost. So I can get
we
frost
fast
and
forward
immolation.
a little bit late into the
Oh wait, no, it's
into
either
this
or.
town.
Never mind.
Me and Jack come to find out that Hestia's true love, or one love, I can't say true love in this campaign, I don't fucking know, but either way,
Okay. Exhume.
was actually a witch, and we
L1
sensed this
triangle.
witch is power, and it scared us so badly that literally,
Yeah, I have a gun, bitches.
I can't remember, didn't all my fur almost fly off? Jack?
I think so. I think so.
I'm not sure. I
Empty.
literally was
Fine.
shedding or something. I can't remember. The DM did said something.
Oh god, the lag.
But
Fucking hate
then
opening that thing.
then everything went back to normal. We were scared shitless. Oh yes, and Hestia. Oh yes. By the way, Hestia got a little bit of a small bit of revenge against me and burned me to heal me. Yes, I was the training dummy in all that sense for her because of one reason. There was nobody else, and I was hurting myself. I broke my hands constantly.
About hurting yourself?
Oh, pretty much we're explaining how our training began and how
Yeet,
Hestia's
that made
love
kid happy.
was a witch.
Why did I
And
jump
that,
down? I'm a
but
moron.
now, Fluff, was in that situation, I can't remember, did my fur fly off or almost fly off? When we went down
fly off?
Like fall off, I should say.
Like on your
Shed.
hands?
Shed.
No, like shed,
Shedding.
like almost went completely from like
Why
a bald
would
cat.
you?
Because I do remember that when we went down the alleyway at night to check out disturbance, we sensed a ominous power that was so terrifying that it sent.
Oh god, who's playing something in my microphone? Who's doing it?
Yeah, who's doing that?
Yeah, that's not me.
I'm not trying to quiet. That's from this one, sorry.
Okay.
That's because it's one of the things that puts certain things through the fucking controller speaker. I'm trying to make it quieter. Shut
You
the
can make
hell
it
up.
quiet. You can make it quiet by holding the power button. And go
Oh
down.
yes, Fluff, I have a revolver now.
That's good.
Okay.
You have a... That's so
I have a
cool.
big ass
You're
gun.
the powers of death. You have a cool ass sight. Also, here's a revolver.
You're
Exactly.
Let me stop you.
Here's a gun.
Exploring's
Here's a
a
gun.
wondrous thing.
Here's a
You
big
know,
ass
I know what
revolver.
you
That's
Very.
the chamber is bigger than
Bit of
Death's
armor
head.
turn up. It's slightly
That's so
some,
hilarious.
misplaced some years back. If you can find it.
I
But
don't know
anyway, we're
why,
gonna skip
but I
the
just
part
got
of the witch
in my...
story.
The tears of the mountain.
The Drench Fort lies
And
just
now we
beyond this
get to the
barrier.
greatest
It was the
point
first
in the
thing
story,
taken by corruption.
is where we meet
We sealed
an
the Stone
interesting
Father's
fellow.
tears inside, fearing what would
Oh
happen
boy.
if they
Would
spread.
you could you
If I do
explain
as
this?
Arya
Why,
asks,
yes, I would
find out.
love to.
Aye, and the realm will be better for it.
Oh god, no, don't
Pure
use
as
that
rain or
voice.
black
All
as
right,
sin.
Also,
No,
do you want to
please
see
use
the
the
gun,
voice,
Fluff?
please.
Do you
Please
want
use-
to
please
see the
use
I
gun?
often
Boys.
find you standing.
Wait, what?
Without the tree of
was
life,
that?
horseman, I'm trapped here just like you,
I did use.
Marisol.
I did use
When
that.
he escaped, I feared to follow. And a good
Anyway,
thing, too.
And why is that?
Well, you might still
I
be
will
looking for the
explain
cauldron,
this
if
as
not for
soon
my
as I
courage and
see
wit.
this gun. or if it's gonna be a minute, I'll just keep going.
I have to see.
Well, I guess I could like do this and watch the screen at the same time. That's pretty easy. Okay, so this character was strictly made at first as. Oh my god, that's amazing!
It's great. I
Holy
know.
shit!
It is fucking great.
The gun or the character?
Well, I mean both. I made this character named the Elevator. He didn't have a name until they kind of gave him a name. He was made strictly for when players couldn't make it. Their character would get sacked by this random individual with a magical bag of holding. He just comes over and like, excuse me for a moment, and then he would sack them. And
he only sacked one person.
That's right, because a certain player couldn't make it a lot, and he would get sacked so much that it became a story arc.
The first time that you got sacked, I remember this. I freak out and chase down a man and try to ask. I don't think did I attack him or just run with him to ask? What's the order? I'm not sure what I did.
What on earth did you do? Kind of deal, like. Yes. Where's my friend?
Fucking shoot the mosquitoes with a revolver.
I believe the words you said were, "Oh, I just sacked him."
Yeah. Oh, I just sacked him. You'll see him shortly, I'm sure.
And then all he did was hand me a fucking card.
Yep. Burn this card whenever you need me. I'll be around.
I'm just like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay. I ran back to everyone else. I was like, hey guys, Fred's been sacked. And everyone's like, what?
Fred's been sacked. He became this anomaly, this random individual that not even the main villain could understand his existence. He was able to create this magical elevator at one point for a story that I the entirety portion of it. But they went up this elevator, so they gave him a name. They asked, "What's your name?" And like, you can call me whatever. You can even call me the Elevator. And then they called him the Elevator from there on.
We did. We just called him the Elevator.
You find out later. Yeah, and they find out later his name was Samuel.
I had a picture of Samuel.
Yeah, a nude picture of Samuel.
It was not what you think.
So the whole thing that they could do with him is if you trade him oddities, he will give you oddities back, but more beneficial for you. And it was like stupid. It was more for comedic purposes and just throwing shit for you guys.
Allow me to explain something. Allow me to explain an oddity that I gave him. I cut off his finger. No. I cut a piece of stuff and I pissed on it. And for some reason he was like, "Oh, this is interesting. I could use this for something." And I'm just, you use his hair for it.
DNA.
And that disturbed me. But
DNA.
I was like, oh, and I forgot.
That is a
Beastman's
DNA.
with piss all over it.
The piss is also the DNA.
Am I?
The DNA.
Yeah, what the fuck you guys scratching? Get the fuck out.
But what the fuck did you give me for the fucking piss hair? You gave me something.
Electric rod and an electrical lamp that conducted the hair around it, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Wait, was that what you gave me?
I know that was eventually given to someone. I thought it was your hair on it.
I think you gave that to either Hestia or you gave that to Katsu.
I think it was Katsu now that I think about it.
Hello, friend of friends.
I think you gave me... I'm not sure.
Maybe that's when I gave you the nude picture of the elevator.
That is probably it. Yes. Okay. So I have to say there was a joke that was said. We're gonna skip ahead to that fucking moment of that. Love, please.
Talking about the hand weapons.
Yes, the hand weapons.
Alright, so they were like, "You got any hand weapons?" I'm looking confused. Of course I have hand weapons.
Yeah,
and he pulls out, here's a hand shuriken. And it was the palm of a hand, and the blades of the shuriken were fingers.
And I got a few of those.
And then they would proceed to ask, what else do you have? What else? There was a mace, a hand mace, where it was just an arm with finger appendages poking out at the top as the spiky parts.
Oh, wait, mine's... okay, I get it.
Yeah, hand weapons. They kept asking for other kinds of weapons, but they eventually asked, do you have a hand bow? No, but I have an elbow, and everyone fucking thought it was hilarious.
I think I was out of the room when this was said, and I come back to hear it. Ah, shit.
It's hilarious because it's an arm that is bent in the middle for the part that you hold on to, and a string attached from the bone to the hand. So it's like it's an elbow bow, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Now understand this is the reason why I laughed because of the fun. But one of our players, Hester, laughed so fucking hard. That he spoke out laughing so hard. They snorted too. Like that was actually the moment when we heard her.
Oh,
like,
I remember. Damn, I can't do this section yet.
The one time we heard it, we heard that, and it was I just regret. I wasn't in the room when this happened. I wasn't in the. I wasn't a part of this. I was using the bathroom when
Sorry,
this
folks.
happened.
I went the wrong direction.
This isn't the first time puns have gotten the better of us either. Remember when you tried to order something strong and was given a bottle labeled something strong?
Yeah. Oh God.
And strong arm, if we remember that.
Yes. Also, we had to explain to Master how fucking he was.
Incredibly.
Hey man, it was cursed. You guys never found that out though.
Yeah, because I just killed. That's it. My last final training. Kill your master. I don't want to kill him.
Well, you repeatedly stated after killing him, oh, he wasn't really a master. He didn't teach me anything. Rah, rah, rah. I taught myself.
I mean, in actuality, I did. All he taught me was to punch shit, Michael.
No one else would have taught you how to punch shit like that. When you're a monk,
Michael,
yes, that's all you need.
That's all you need in life. You are fucking set.
I just kept punching a wall.
And you know what? That wall eventually broke.
I don't remember the wall breaking.
For being
I remember a wall breaking.
Being that much better.
I improvise.
Really out of this kind of sinking swims.
It
works.
You kind of just threw me into a situation. You're like, fuck it. I just punched the wall.
I've said this several times.
I did not walk past the chest. What the hell?
I had no thought process. I'm like, hey, this sounds good. Let's go with it and see where they take it.
Way.
Now, okay. So now we go back to the elevator. Or are we finished with him? I'm not sure. I think we're practically
no offense,
finished.
but at least in Terry, what it does in D&D.
Yes, and this is
about
I'm sure actually now we've gotten everything.
I feel like this has just become D&E R&R. Like, what the fuck?
In all honesty, before we get to a story, they're actually going to quit. This is actually something we could actually do. We could actually live stream fucking D&D sessions. Somehow that is the biggest fucking hit on Twitch.
Level 7s with magic weapons, let's go.
Like, in all honesty, it's literally one of those things that we could fucking do. And honestly, I think people would get a fucking kick out of that, Michael. I'm just glad we never fucking got this. Like, I actually found everything we needed to actually do fucking. We could have done live of those sessions.
Come on, buddies.
Like, I found the masterpiece and everything. Got to that point.
Sit down.
There's just something I gotta say. There was something that my character did that they
Oh, you can bring this up again.
Yeah, yes, that thank God our DM is generous. I say this right now.
I didn't take any damage.
I say
Holy
this
shit.
right now. You are
Big
generous
warning
DM.
for anyone who watches this. This is about to get really M-rated.
Yes, this is
It's
about
already
to get
M-rated. Have you been hearing the shit flying out of my mouth?
This is going to be M and R.
That's true.
And there's going to be a little bit of DP.
DP.
Anyway.
Ah, there
So
it is.
my
That's what I was looking
character
for.
is, I'm going to be honest, my character is probably the black sheep of this goddamn entire campaign. Of just everything I want to do never works, and if I want to do
hello.
something
What the fuck?
silly,
Where'd you come
it
from?
fucking works.
I was going to ask who you are. Or
So my
rather
character
what?
not having battle
My
knowledge, like
name
fighting
is Blackroot.
we came up
and
against
I
a creature
am hungry.
as a minotaur.
What exactly?
Now,
Only
this was
the
our biggest
finest
fight
stones. I have ways
because
of
my character
attracting
decided
such
to,
morsels, but it has
quote
been
unquote, I
centuries
say this,
since any were
on a
in reach.
train on a dungeon.
I must wait here for my master.
It kind of was
will
working
starve
out.
if
It
someone
kind of
doesn't help
it was,
me.
Michael. I do say
Your
this. It
people
was kind of
stand on the
working
brink of
out.
destruction, and you ask me to feed you.
You at least have to give me
If it
credit on
isn't
that.
too much trouble,
You gotta give me credit.
take this.
on
It will
somehow
guide the stone to
we were
you, so you
able to
can
get
bring
past
it
a lot
to
of the
me.
dungeon
Then
until the
I
last
shall
part of
eat it with great pleasure, and I will
So, the
reward
last
I thought you
part
encountered the
was-
Minotaur on the road.
No,
I
we
am
found
nay.
it in a dungeon.
constructs in my
That was a
form.
dungeon. That was like a
Life
little
has
small
taken
quest
root.
given to you guys
It
by the
must
village.
be
Yes,
fed,
we
or
encountered.
it will
Oh,
I'm
so
not
that's
sure
what
what we
happened to
encountered.
you.
Oh no, we
How
encountered
long
a
have you been
tree
here?
on the road.
I have been gathering
That's
that
a
was
different
funny.
story. That's another
Nearly
story
killed
for
you
another
guys.
time.
And
So
my
that's another
roots
story
run
after
deep.
Centurion's
That
story, but
is
we're
my
just gonna get to this
problem.
point.
What about your master?
My character,
Of him,
not having battle
I do
knowledge,
not
was
speak,
told of a
nor
weakness
do
that a
I
Minotaur have by
remember.
our
He
ranger,
left eons
Katsu.
ago. Now
My character
I am
has no
trapped
knowledge. We had
here.
no knowledge outside of our village, but Katsu did.
All right then.
So I
let's do
have
this.
to believe him in the sense that
This is
I'm
no
being
place
honest
for a horse.
to punch,
I have to go
literally
alone.
hit this creature in its ass.
Didn't he actually just say hit its weak spot or something?
Yes, and he
Did he
shot
say
the
weak
weak
spot, or
spot.
did he say
No,
the
Katsu
spot?
shot the weak spot.
Katsu got a nat
And
20 with his arrow into the Minotaur's ass and then said to follow up. He did.
I followed up because I thought this was a good plan. So I took fist in hand and I just punched the Minotaur in his butthole.
And he got a nat 20 on it.
I might get now. The reason why we have to thank my DM for this is because after defeating him, I technically was covered in Minotaur feces.
Here we
And
go.
the one who brought this up at the time,
Wasn't me.
because I just, not the DM, it was Fred, it was Jack, trying to make a joke about it, but the joke kind of had a downside. And the fact was, is that my character was the cook of the group. And I state that I have to take a deal that he said that I did clean up, but if he hadn't said that, if he hadn't been generous, and thank God he was generous, I'd say thank you. I got either way I'm going to be situation.
You don't want to die.
Our character would have been eating pretty much food with shit on it.
They would have died.
We would probably either died or fucking were able to gain gain a disease, Michael. We couldn't have gotten that.
Nay, you.
But
Nah,
our
you would have
DM
died.
decided to decide that I did clean, but in the most horrifying way, that I cleaned up at a river that was also the fucking
Jesus Christ, why won't you fucking die?
that was fucking pretty much healthy, and the entire animal populace died. So our DM was supposed to punch and died somehow.
Fucking hell, why was that thing so difficult?
Now, Centurion.
Taking all of this to the face, man. Please go with your story. We're ready.
Jesus, about time. You've only been talking for about an hour and a half.
Somebody said it.
I'm sorry, Fluff. Do you not want your accolades told?
Not when they're bashing me majority of the time.
It's not a bash. It's an accolade. They're your importance.
Let's not get distracted again. Oi, oi.
Jesus Christ, what the
fuck?
fuck?
Actually streaming the whole goddamn story. Jesus fuck. Alright, people.
Jack, you're talking right now, so you're distracted.
Shut up, Centurion. Please go before they start again. Please, start.
Okay. Everybody calm your shit.
Tell the story!
Okay, so most recent campaign that I've been doing is a buddy of mine's, and in his campaign, the main populace, while there is humans around, is animorphs. You know, the basic stuff.
You mean like a show?
No. I mean like basic animorphs, like
oh, okay.
Things like minotaurs and satyrs and shit like that.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't fucking start, I heard your damn story. Anyways, you will fucking try, because my character in that campaign was a minotaur. And so help me, Dirt.
Hey, you did you have intelligence? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, I actually have pretty decent intelligence for my
Then we would have been friends.
But either way, moving on. Main story of that, and just a little bit of background with it. My Minotaur's name was Benthal, and well, he was kind of that half in, half out guy in the case of anger, because he was pretty much a fury fighter all the way through with the barbarian class. But the thing is, though, is that the way I tend to do my characters is that I look for the best situations possible for the party, even if I'm dumb as shit. So in this case, my Minotaur was actually quite, I guess you could say that I was one of the diplomats of the group. Sometimes I had to be, otherwise we were gonna get our shit fucked. You know what I mean? And yes, a Minotaur can be a diplomat. Anyways, so we kind of moved along, and obviously I came in late because I couldn't join the session before. And so I had Benthal made for me at first. Eventually I made my own character. The thing was, though, is that the way it was implemented was I was brought in while the first crew, the actual crew at the moment, was celebrating. They were at this big party with the town. So I came in, you know, we talked, we kind of got the shit established. And I don't know why, but every time I get into a campaign, it seems like shit tends to go down. I'm not sure why the DMs do this to me, but they do. But, so that town gets raided, yada yada yada, we defeat everybody. And we go on our merry way. And well, if it wasn't obvious, I chose Psycho as my god, which is to say he's the god of rage and battle. And eventually this got to the point of ridiculousness, because eventually I met my god in person, and as a favor to me, or I guess as a favor to him, I had him make me a weapon. And of course, being Psycho, this came with a whole bunch of rage effects that benefited my character. But the ridiculous part of it was, it made me look roided out as shit from beginning to end. Now we're talking a Minotaur, by the way. I'm already beefy as fuck, and that's not even from a cow standpoint. I'm talking veins sticking out, blood eyes red, fucking insane. And so, and the first thing I go do is that I fight in his arena first. And since he's interested to see what I could do, he pits me up against a Goliath, which is essentially a human, but think the size of a semi. I'm thinking, oh fuck. But you know what? Fuck it, I'm a raging Minotaur, let's fucking do this. So I go around, and we start fighting. This motherfucker, by the way, does not land a hit on me. Because I'm so just fucking full of bloodlust and rage that I'm stunning him with every hit. Keep in mind, this is something that's bigger than me. It's saying something, considering I'm a Minotaur. And then I decide, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna end this the way I want to. So I put my weapon away, grab this motherfucker by the ears, and smash my head into his. Now, the bad part about this was this nearly kills him. Cause I was full on raging. I was beefed up as fuck. And to add to the rest of that shit, I had a brand new weapon. So I nail him in the face with my skull, and this man's face disintegrates. Like, nose inside out, looking sideways. Okay? Now, obviously, this pleases my god, even though he almost lost to Goliath. So, I get sent on my merry way. Unfortunately, my little band of friends has to now make sure that I don't get too angry. Because if I get too angry, I start to lose it. And if I start to lose it, bad shit happens. And then from there, we go on, and believe it or not, this rage-inducing fury it actually earns me quite a few unnatural friends. Like, for example, one day we were in the desert. Oh, well, I guess yesterday before this, it had been a while before I'd come to a D&D session. So the way the DM fixes this is that he says I went onto a blind rage tangent for months. And when I come back to the desert, I'm covered in blood, my satchel's filled to the brim with everything from bones to guts and organs. And I have no fucking idea what happened up until that point. I am actually clueless about what the hell happened. Which actually turns out to be a good thing in the end. Yeah, it actually does turn out to be a good thing in the end, because that satchel is filled with a whole bunch of shit that I don't even know where I got from. And I'll get back to that later, but for right now, I meet up with the rest of the band, and they have me keep watch for a night. So, and the DM has this little girl show up. Now, this isn't an ordinary little girl as far as D&D sessions go, you know. It's kind of ironic the way I came in that I did, because this chick was basically the equivalent of me, but in a small package. She was covered in blood, for one. And keep in mind, this is like a 8 to 10-year-old little girl.
Pause. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Centurion. Look at your chat right now.
Yeah, I could see it.
Oh God, no! It's the fact that he actually, like, me and Jack know. I'm sorry, me and Jack know what that is, and the fact that you said that is probably why he's. Jack, why? Why did you do that?
Okay.
I'll continue.
Now,
No, I can't.
earlier, when I said my rage earned me a few friends, they come from very strange places. This little girl, well, me and her hit it off right off the bat, because she's actually the possessed body. The little girl's body is possessed by one of Lucifer's generals, a demon lord. And, you know, as you might expect, we hit it off. Now all she does is ride on my left shoulder.
That's amazing.
Jack.
She's a parrot, literally. She just sits there.
That's great.
The funny and one of my other friends is threatening to stab me because of this, because this demon, he struck a deal with this demon in particular, and she's his master. And I'm in the good graces of his master in no more than maybe about 5 seconds. Needless to say, he was pissed. Because that kind of friendship with her, not even friendship, more like servitude, but... Like, you get my point. That took, like, a long time for him to build that shit up. So he was pissed, and he keeps threatening to stab me, which eventually I'm pretty sure he's gonna make good on. Yeah, but now I've got a 1,000-year-old demon lord, one of Lucifer's generals, sits on my shoulder and occasionally strokes my mane. That's horrible.
I mean, that is how old is this child?
The child itself is about 8 to 10. The one possessing her is,
sir,
she's a demon lord.
You cannot have that child stroke your mane, sir.
What? She sits on my shoulder. What do you want from me?
She can't. Adult, sir.
I know I am. I mean, technically, she can come out of her own form, which would honestly be terrifying, because she could obliterate me very easily.
Also, I'm sorry, the fact that I cannot just fucking. I'm sorry. Centurion, now I can't see your character as. I saw him as a badass Minotaur, now I can only see him as the fucking Minotaur from a goddamn League of Legends parody video.
Yeah, well, you can blame Bellic for that.
What's next? Loading.
No, I hate the fact he said, "Can you milk those tits?"
No.
And Jack, to the point, that's still the same fucking thing. It was at the end of the video. It's literally him going, "I can't milk these tits!" And literally the girl goes, "You can't milk those tits."
It's all the
Fun fact, I know the reference that making.
Yeah, that's what me and Jack have been doing for
I'm saying it's very mean, well, I'd be amazed if you didn't.
Well, it's funny because I saw it when on the day that the episode came out. I was watching Cops. And showed that episode.
That is
good.
What? Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I don't have time for boss. I'm telling a story.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh shit. Okay.
Continue.
Okay, as I was saying, so now I've legitimately got a 1,000,000-year-old demon lord breathing down my neck. Now this, we proceed towards the capital, what the DM calls the capital, of a newly found empire, led by the Dragon Queen, which is a half-breed human and dragonborn hybrid. So there's that. So I go to the city, and at this point, the DM wanted a little bit of help shaping the story, because it was like one of the very few times he had actually managed to create one. He wasn't very experienced with it, you know what I mean? So he asked me for a little bit of help because he knew I did a little bit of noveling on the side, so he was curious if I had any ideas. And so I told him, you know what, let my character talk to the Dragon Queen, and I'll see what I can pull out of my ass. So he lets me have an audience with her. Now keep in mind, this is one of the most powerful people in the land as well, so this is already a little nerve-wracking. But then I see this little dark shape start to appear behind her throne as I'm talking to her. It's almost like a portal in reality being ripped open. So, but then again, there's also the chance that it could be just me. So, do I draw my weapon in one of the most powerful people's courtrooms, or do I sit there and possibly let it hurt her? Now, at this point, you can imagine I'm kind of fucked. So, what I do is I ready my weapon, but I don't draw it. And a voice goes out. There's no need for that. And then the little thing and the little ripple in reality forms into a dude, who then proceeds to sit next to the Dragon Queen and kiss her on the cheek. Now at this point, I'm confused as fuck. It's like, this man just ripped the hole in reality and basically sat in this chick's lap. What the hell? So, and he reveals himself. He is a god, not just any god, but he is Nightmare, the literal god of nightmares and reality. So, I have a million-year-old demon girl on my shoulder, the Dragon Queen in front of me, and one of the most powerful gods in the DM's game in front of me. I am scared shitless. Now, fortunately, since this is also the brother of my god, Psycho, he's heard of me, and he takes interest in me. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is a good or a bad thing, because this is Nightmare, and he's kind of unpredictable. So, for a Minotaur, I'm trying to be as polite as fucking possible. And so, and when I was, and the reason I was in the throne room to begin with, which I had just remembered, by the way, I was too focused on the fact that a fucking god had showed up, was that I was going to warn them about an impending army coming to possibly cut their supply lines. Now, Nightmare says he knows them, and the scariest part of that whole conversation goes, and he knows me. And so, I go, all things good, I hope, and I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Just, you know, please don't rip open reality and cast me into an eternal abyss, please.
Yeah.
I don't want to die today, okay? I plan to have many Minotaur children. This is not happening.
How many?
Don't know yet, but I plan to find out now.
you stay.
And so I tell them about the situation.
You stay away from kids.
Okay, and the let's see, where do I say this anyways? So I'm just trying to figure out what to do in this situation, basically. So thankfully, the DM has a little bit of pity on me because I volunteered for this shit. So, and the entire, Bo, this is just basically me saying, this is just a story of my Minotaur basically getting 4 of the most powerful beings in the campaign to breathe down my neck at once. With the possible side effect of being vaporized. So, luckily Nightmare likes me. Let's just say that. Luckily he likes me. And he's going to call on me again. Once again, one of the most powerful gods in the damn game, is going to call on me. Again.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's terrifying. Because I like my character. I don't want to be as pretty. That's the moral of the story right now. Is that I don't plan on being Ashes anytime soon. So I'm like tiptoeing on eggshells my way through this. And oh god, and this all happened in one session, by the way.
Ah, jeez.
I got a Demon Lord General, a god, one of the most powerful people in the land, and the DM down my fucking throat in about the span of 10 minutes.
That's ridiculous. That is a lot of pressure.
You have no idea. And this is on a Minotaur. I have average intelligence at best, okay? I had average intelligence, so the fact that I was being this good at all was saying something. Because the DM had every right to say, I don't like you, poof.
You're out of here.
Literally. Like, he legitimately could have just snapped his fingers and wiped me off the face of reality. So the fact that he likes me says a lot. And I'm just, you know, doing backflips with death, trying to get my point across. So now the Dragon Queen is expecting me back. So is Nightmare. And thank fuck that I did not have to explain to them that one of Lucifer's generals is on my shoulder.
Yeah,
that is an awkward conversation starter. Not something you discuss over champagne, let me tell you.
So who's that fellow on your shoulder? Oh, this is just one of Lucifer's generals.
Considering the fact that I'm pretty sure Lucifer is his other brother, I'm just gonna keep that under wraps. But either way, like, just so much happened in this camp. I had to talk about it. So much happened in the span of that.
That is literally the shit I don't want to get involved in. This is like the shit I don't want to get involved in.
Well, it's like,
So
I did it because
remember...
the DM needed some storytelling material, and I knew he was desperate. So I was like, I'll help him out, just don't kill me. And he came inches away from killing me 5 times in one session.
I'd honestly say, look, if I give you a story, you better not hold back.
Like, seriously,
I'll take it. If I told this to Fluff, he knew exactly. I'll tell him, you better fucking make sure you bring your goddamn A game.
I don't know.
The worst part is,
I wouldn't have cared if you tried to kill me. I would have told you to bring it on.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad I'm saying this now, because for good fucking sake, I did this with only 2 other people in the room. These sessions normally have about 5 to 8 people. So this means I've got to explain this entire situation again to 8 different people. And I have to explain to them the repercussions. What would happen if they fuck with A, the Demon Lord on my shoulder, B, the Dragon Queen who likes me, C, the God that likes me. Not to mention that my own God is kind of staring over his shoulder at this point. And there wasn't... And I don't even need to mention the fact that it was at this point that I had been searching through my satchel because I had no memory of what I'd been doing, if you recall. With that blood rage.
Yeah.
I visited the Dragon Queen. I have a Dragonborn human hybrid. Without knowing in my satchel that I had a Dragon Claw in my satchel.
Oof. Big oof.
And I was terrified after learning that because I realized there's a good chance I may have slaughtered one of her cousins.
Oh no.
And I actually asked my god Psycho about this, and he helped me with my little memory problem. And it was literally just, I walked into a dragon's horde, challenged it, fucked it up. And I walked in with that thing's hand in my bag to the Dragon Queen. I about fucking had a heart attack.
Dude, the chances.
Yeah, I know. Like, dragons were a big thing in this land, man. They were a huge thing. The fact that I'm walking around with the deceased dragon claw, I'm just lucky it was fair challenge. If I just killed it in cold blood, I'd be a dead fucking man.
Yeah.
Oh god, I had to get that out, honestly. It's probably a terrible story.
No, I liked it.
But goddamn, dude, I was so fucked for.
I love the fact
Explain
that
the circumstances beyond the dick size incident. That's
yes. Explain that because right now your crowd is
that where the blast will come from.
You're gonna need to laugh right now.
All right, well,
the laughing crowd is starting to like it. Fluff spotlight. What? Have you not been looking at the chat?
Next,
well,
I decided
if
to pitch it on my phone so that I could.
Honestly,
well,
this
right
ended
now,
on a win. I can tell you this right now.
One of our followers is saying he wants to hear more of your story.
Alright, well, get some more Centurions.
No, we keep telling him that Centurion's telling his story, but he was kind of confused of that if it was a funny story or if it was like an action story.
There was a bit of both in that one, like the ridiculousness of the powers that had be in that situation. Average intelligence, people. Average fucking intelligence.
Jack, what the fuck was that segue? Like
That's
you just
fine.
said, we're listening to Centurion tell the story, like funny, and then you're just like, okay, here's a funny story for you.
I said funny story.
All right, I'll give you what you need, children.
Okay, yeah, tell your funny story. Get your crowd back.
Your stream and you have not talked enough. Just do a funny story.
All right, okay.
Go.
So, this was another one of my friends. In his campaign, we were basically villains in this campaign. There wasn't much of a good guy complex with us. We were all kind of vying for. We were bad guys with a common enemy, an even worse guy. Let's just call it that. So, and the story behind this was that I made, by the way, this is already uncommon enough, I made a monk as a follower of the god of dread. Now, you know monks, you know, holier than thou bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So this was already kind of interesting. So, he brought my character into the fold, and it was at this point that we were visiting a town of giants. Now, these giants were worshippers of whom we called the bitch. Needless to say, she was the light goddess. But the reason why everybody called her the bitch is because she only favored her followers. If you were dying of cancer, she wouldn't save you. But regardless of that, and see, I walked in here not knowing this, and one of them accuses me of being, what's the word? I guess, for lack of a better word, a terrorist. So they call a council and attempt to judge me. Now, But I'm actually good at this type of shit because I managed to talk my way out of it because technically my character had no memory of what he'd done at the time, so if he did affect them, he had no memory. So they say, but before they let me go, they force me to take off my clothes because I'm wearing the sigil of my god. Now, as a joke, I go, do they mean all of my clothes? So the DM goes, might as fucking well.
So you and I can share something in common.
I guess so.
Yes, sir.
As monk brothers, we share something in common. We're probably one.
So I proceed to take off my clothes, and one guy's like, you know what'd be funny? Let's just roll for your big size.
You roll for size, I just gotta say what I know.
The bad part about this is that we decided that the numbers meant inches.
Yep. I remember this.
And I rolled, you know what, I decided I'd make another joke out of it, say I'd rolled twice. I rolled, first roll was for soft, second roll was for hard. The first roll,
yeah.
The first fucking roll, I rolled a 15. That is soft, ladies and gentlemen. That is soft, ladies and gentlemen.
15 inches. What about
Now,
hard?
This shit for hard. Oh man, I was praying for a nat 20.
My question is, how the fuck do you walk?
We don't know.
Over the shoulder.
That ain't over the
We
shoulder,
discussed it. We decided that I wear it as a belt.
Better put my dick away.
Wear it as a belt. That's nice.
It's a belt. Oh my
So,
god, where are you?
15 inches soft, and I was praying for a nat 20 on the next roll. I didn't get it, but I got 18.
That's still bad. That's, I'm gonna be honest.
Amazing.
What was the? That's the length. What was the girth size?
I don't know, and honestly, I was afraid to
I'm gonna
ask.
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I hope your DM said, "Look, you have a normal sized dick. We'll never add this again."
No, they wanted to roll with it too. They
around
wanted to roll with it. The only thing the DM wanted to roll with it. The only thing he wouldn't let me do is use it as a weapon.
Of course not. Well, there you go, bro. There you go.
I mean, the best part of that story was that some of the giants were even impressed.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
At least, Bo, you now know
I still hold by the fact that you really should just have made an armored condom and just start swinging it around.
Dude, we discussed that shit. Like, if we decided it was going to be a last resort weapon.
You know what the worst part is?
Improvised weaponry.
No. I'm gonna be honest, Michael. If he was a part of our fucking campaign and you allowed him to do that, to make it a weapon, he'd probably just have to ask me to make it an armor.
No, you know what? It'd probably go through the elevator as a best thing, like, because that's a very unique. Like, you have a 17-inch belt stick? I have something for you. And he'll just pull out of his magical bag of holding this long pipe that would magically fit to your size, and you could use it as a bludgeoning weapon.
Okay, do you want to know what the best part about this was, though? Remember when I said the light goddess was a bitch?
Yeah.
Well, the best part about this was even the giants were impressed by my size.
Of course.
And then one of the guys goes, you know what? We should see. One of the guys goes, you know what? We should see if he can make the bitch stop being a bitch.
Just make the bitch stop being a bitch by just sending the guy with the biggest dick.
Just like, maybe she needs some in her life. You never know.
Did it work, or did you get some? Or did she just?
Believe it or not, that came like a major goal of the campaign at that point, was just to get me to the light goddess.
Did you even reach the goal? That's the question.
Not yet. We are working on it.
I'm gonna be honest.
They are actually more determined than I am, and I'm the one with the humongous dick.
I'm gonna be honest, Centurion. If they chop your dick off, and if they do, you have to tell us. Like, if the goddess somehow chops your dick off, zaps it with fucking lightning, anything like that, anything at all, please tell us. That must be the main goal if this happens.
Well, funnily enough, speaking of chopping it off,
no!
It didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. But we actually discussed this, and that we decided that. Well, actually, it wasn't really a decision. It was more of a thing.
My question is, what is turtling for you?
I don't think it exists for me.
If you get in cold water, it exists. It exists for everybody.
I go from 17 to 15. How's that?
I thought you were naturally 15.
Nope, I'm naturally 17.
Alright, I gotta go later.
Alright, man. See you, Jack.
See you, Jack.
Wait. You get when you're soft, you're a 17, but you only go up 1 inch when you're hard.
You don't need much more than 17.
Yeah, I thought you were 15 soft.
Wasn't? Oh fuck, you're right. I'm getting my shit screwed up.
Yeah, so that means
I heard this story twice. I think I know it.
Yeah, well, of course, when you hear something, God, everyone's looking for it.
I was paying attention.
Of course you were.
Of course you were.
Oh, come on now.
It's hard not to.
But
boo, down in front.
Shut the fuck up.
We actually discussed this, okay? We actually discussed this, and we decided that should my dick ever come into play and actually get severed, that the current cleric could regrow it.
What the fuck?
This is a thing, Dirt. They don't want it to leave. They think it's fucking hilarious.
You don't want it to leave.
You don't need to regrow it. All you have to do is just do the one spell that everyone can do. Mend.
No, there's a reason why he said that, though. It was because he said, if I regrow it, there's a chance I can make it bigger.
Oh, man.
There's a chance of enlargement.
Enlarged person.
I'm gonna be honest. You can just you don't even need fucking to cut it off. You can just have a fucking a wizard just say, "I cast enlarge on the dick."
Grows an inch. Really? That's it? Well, you don't need much more than that, do you?
I mean, how much inches? You don't have to. I can give you more than inches. I can give you.
Is it supposed to like be twice the? You know what? I'll stop there.
Let's not go into the details of how big his dick is.
Well, that's why I stopped.
I just hope Bo is now is probably fucking laughing his ass off about.
Now,
this.
by the way, this is a monk following the god of dread, and is bloodthirsty as fuck because it's me we're talking about.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah.
His blood went all the way to his head.
I pity any female within a mile.
Oh god.
A mile? They will fucking stay away a mile. They'll be pushed away a mile.
Probably, and it's probably for their sake.
Here's the fact, Centurion. Your character can never get laid. He has to lay with a god.
And that's the goal, dude.
But the thing is, can the god even take it?
Fuck if I know if she's a giantess, more power to her, Jesus.
I mean, she might be. I mean, when she'll probably just break your dick off.
The vag
that would be a feat.
She just literally will just sit on top of you, and then all you hear is a clenching sound, and then you hear a snap.
They will need the vag of holding in order to take it.
And all
probably.
Your character will be doing is, oh my god!
I hope. Honestly, we're thinking about going to a light goddess temple soon. So I honestly hope this happens.
I'm just gonna be honest. This entire session is just about your dick. That's
no, actually, it's not. The dick was a minor detail that became a major detail very quickly.
That's a minor detail?
A minor.
That's a minor
It started
detail.
out as a joke, and then
sir,
became, you know what, let me see if I can please the light goddess.
The minor detail for this asshole's fucking entire campaign was the fact of where Katso lived.
What?
No, that was a minor
Glensville.
detail. Yes, Glensville. That's a minor detail. You know what the worst part about it? It was a goddamn eyesore to look at.
Yeah, no, so the funny fact about Glensville was the only port city on this land that was known.
Somehow, the only port city.
Gregsville. It's Gregsville, I'm sorry.
Gregsville,
And,
that's it, Gregs.
Gregsville, and it was so poorly painted with the brightest and most toxic smelling of colors that it literally hurts to look at and breathe around.
It was hot pink. It was hot pink.
Oh
I
god.
remember
Pink and yellow, yeah.
It was hot pink and like I don't remember the shade of yellow, but it was still bad. It was hard to look at.
Yeah.
I can blame you there, dude. I've probably gouged my own eyes
You know
out.
what the worst part is? My character's only interest
do you
was to
see?
find out what the sea was, and then of course, my cat instincts kick in. I'm terrified of the water. It was the worst part is it was better look. The water was probably better looking than the goddamn place.
Oh yeah, the water was better. It was still kind of like polluted, but you know.
No, and this is what I hated. Session, because I had to do something, or I don't remember. Yeah, I had to do something. I had to go to work. Me and Jack didn't get sacked. We got left behind. They left us behind. Well, no,
that's right. That's
Yes.
right. When they went to okay, so they were looking to get off the island or get off the continent to seek out help. They thought they heard of the tale. I don't remember who told them the tale.
The source of all magic.
The source of all magic. The what's the word? Origin of magic. There's a separate island that was broken off through magical means from that continent because they wanted nothing to do with what was happening there, aka Fernando. And so that section, that area, basically while it was still part of the continent, that's where this explosion of magic came from during this thing that I explained. I can't remember too much of it now.
Anyway.
But needless to say, magic, both light, the yin and yang energy kind of thing, you know, good magic and bad magic spread across the world.
Yeah.
And from that point, and that's how magic became a thing. Some people were, you know, good at it. Some people didn't have it flowing through them. But
in that
yeah,
version.
so it was just they were seeking that out. Well, they left those two behind on accident.
No,
So-
not on accident. It was not an accident, Michael. They left us.
I don't
on
remember.
purpose. It was
Well,
on
needless
purpose.
to say,
it was because of a storm or something.
oh, they were in a hurry, probably.
Yes. So you said we got launched off the ship, and they continued on, and they didn't bother to stop it. They didn't
got
bother to
launched.
rescue us. They just left us.
Yeah, they got launched off of the boat, and I guess it was just, man, it's so fuzzy in my head why they chose not to, but I think
I
the
don't know
Vincent
why
stuff are
it
like
said.
they're headed in the direction of the. It was the boat occupancy level was only 3 people, and so there was this magical being that like if there was more than the boat occupancy would throw any others off of the boat.
Threw us off. You didn't bother to like
Into
throw us
the
a life preserve or anything.
It threw you, it threw you hard off into the distance to where it was like a typical Team Rocket blasting off again thing.
That's right.
In the distance of the island, you guys landed on the island you were headed to.
And the worst part is, I almost fucking felt the cult of Cthulhu.
That's terrifying.
No, here's the reason. I was trying to become. I was trying. This is one of the points where I have to say this. It's not the DM's fault. I didn't explain myself better. I should have done it.
Also, my first session, so.
Yes, first session. The DM was trying to give us all special identities. I didn't explain myself better to say that I didn't want to become like a man of like. The best way to say it, Centurion, is become a man like you.
What?
Fighter.
Oh.
I wanted to become a fighter. No, I wanted to become a fighter, but you envisioned me as a barbarian. And we went with it. But
I
the only
envisioned
way
you was the punch good.
That's what my master was. I was punch good, but with technique. My punch is so good. It literally is a wonder. I'm like Bruce Lee.
Bringing into
So, to the Cult of Cthulhu, we were going to introduce me as a fighter, but my character's, my confliction with that was the fact of this. I would have actually had to suffer a lot from it, but it was something I was going to accept. Because it could have made me into an Eldritch Knight, or something close to it. Pretty much my goal was to become. My character was a blacksmith. I was the bastard son of a blacksmith.
Huh.
And my father was drunk, so I had to learn how to become a good blacksmith with his teachings. And through his teachings, I learned a lot. I learned enough, and my whole entire time I've been trying to code. I asked the DM if that's a possibility I'll ever get to. The DM stated to me there are no such things as magic. Well, at the time, I could have been the first man to create magical weapons or creatures. Then, towards my end, I come to find out there are magical weapons already. And I was disheartened. I was like, oh. And that's not even the worst part. I actually lost the powers of the Eldritch energy because they actually removed it from me. It was actually it was going to kill me.
Yes, it was. Also, to restate, like, I could only fathom thought process was, I think it was one of those all that you need to know for you to find out later.
It was one of those things.
It was a lore thing where I can't give you answers outside of the game. You got to figure it out.
You did say to the entire group, because this was I asked. You did say there are no like magical weapons, which is why I was happy. In the sense of like I even said I could be the first person to create magical weapons, and you were like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And then that's when pretty much you were going to introduce new weapons to actually help with everybody.
Those are mythic weapons. They had very different in my mind. See, so I was trying to make each character have their own little character development arc, and at one point gain their own special, unique, legendary weapon that was going to help them in the final battle, because normal weapons wouldn't do anything. And that's where that came from. Those were magic, quote unquote magic weapons, but they were story-based weapons. So you can still be like the first person to make, sellable, reproducible magic weapons, but those that you're talking about now, character-specific weapons, are for that.
Bo, I don't really want to answer that part of your question. No offense, it's not really something that I can really honestly answer. Well, I can honestly answer, but it's not really a good thing for me to answer.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Neither do I.
He's asking, what do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep moving.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, so pretty much when we get to the island of the origin of magic, me and Jack.
Mouthful.
It had a name.
It's called
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't
It did have a name.
I'm fucking with
It had
you.
a
I'm
name.
fucking
I
with
can't
you.
remember it. But no, me and Jack finally get to the point where we get to the fucking entire, I guess, town, the entire populace of the island after going through shit. And we get there, we notice like some shit's going down, and of course, the first thing we see is that not only shit going down, it's going down in the worst way. There's and I believe it was against I believe he called it the weird thing, or something.
You mean the four fangs?
The four fangs. I forgot.
No, the
Weird
four
sisters
fangs.
from Harry Potter?
No. Alright, so real quick, Centurion, have you ever played a Fire Emblem game?
I know of them, I've never played them.
A recurring theme in Fire Emblem, at least in the old versions, like on the Game Boy, is that the main villain has like 4 generals or something that you like make your way through prolonged story until you fight, the last one. That's what that was referenced to. There were the four fangs, and one of them was on the island. Anyway, continue.
Okay, now my character, not knowing what the fuck is going on, and a big ass sword, and I'm not sure what the fuck's going on. I'm like, I know he's probably the bad guy, but he looks like someone we could probably negotiate with. Already, 3 people have decided he needs to die because he did something. He was trying to get Klaus. I believe it was Klaus.
Something along those lines, yes.
Yes, and pretty much my character showing up out of the blue is like, look, maybe we won't have to fight. I actually was rolling high enough to kind of persuade him. Now our DM.
Uh-oh.
Did he?
I think
cut
Kurt
out?
was dipped.
Controller died.
Ah,
Gotcha.
okay.
Controller died. Okay. Now, where was I? Our DM has a rule. Our DM has a big rule. You can roll for persuasion. You can roll high enough for it. You can get a nat 20 off it. You can get anything off it. If you roll a good roll, you still have to sort of persuade someone in the best way you can. Now, I actually was a damn great persuader, but the problem is my DM didn't care for my persuasions. They didn't ever hardly work. Meaning, I could say the best of my ability, anything, but the problem is my character lacking in the sense of true diplomacy doesn't know how to actually word everything correct.
To be fair, your meaning of persuasion was threatening a man with his life in order to get an exotic weapon within 3 days.
I didn't. Wait, did I threaten somebody?
Yes, you did.
I did.
You did. I told you it would be 3 weeks, and you said, I will let you... I can't remember exactly what you did, but you were very hostile.
I don't remember. I don't remember being intimidating at that point.
You were being very hostile towards him, and you were demanding, and I'm pretty sure you threatened him.
I don't remember threatening. I do remember being forceful about this.
Oh, fuck.
Needless to say, yeah, you weren't the
I was
best
forceful
at it.
about the issue because let's face it, Michael, we were on the run. So,
Yeah, no, that was the whole point.
Well, I think I found out what I'm
had
going to
to
end the stream with.
Yeah, that's right. I needed to... What, you're ending the stream?
Not right now, but I know I'm gonna ending it with this one.
Okay. So
Come on, wake up, Big Mama. I don't got time for this. Come on, bitch.
Okay.
Carcanos.
Afterwards, this is what happens. I go to persuade the guy. I actually am doing well. The DM actually almost was about to hit me like 1 to 2 moments, but immediately the guy said, no, that's not happening. So pretty much, I don't do it at all.
For any of this.
No, like, remember,
it's all kind of a blur. All I remember is that he was fighting
well, that
and
didn't
killed
take
the
long.
Great One.
Yeah, we were fighting him at the moment. We were fighting him, and then I try to go to persuade him. I rolled good. I don't. You didn't say it was a success or not. You just said I rolled good enough to try.
Yeah.
But Vincent's like, no, we don't care. And then Vincent, Esco, and Tatsu are like, no, we're going to attack him.
Yeah.
So pretty much my persuasion was it didn't matter if I was successful.
Round 2, you big bitch.
These 3 people didn't like him and just started attacking him. So I said, fuck
for good reason, because they had a different experience that caused that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's the thing. I didn't know. I was trying
the whole point.
I was less trying to be more violent and more diplomatic. Because,
without knowing what this man had done.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Bitch. To be fair, he was a neutral position kind of guy, and later on down the road had the ability to even recruit him, but instead the party decided.
No, they got a bad experience, so they just pretty much were like, that was my whole plan, was to recruit. This man had not only knowledge of our main enemy, but even could help us. In the sense of he's actually fucking strong. He can take on Fjord, he can take on all of us. And at the time, the army.
Alexian was pretty strong.
Yes.
Ooh, fuck, you charge quick.
Now, in the sense of when we didn't kill him on that. Correct? No. Didn't we kill him?
Yeah, no, he no. Wait, on the island? He fucking did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did out of the island.
And he did too because okay, so here's what happened. To give context, there's a lot of this because it was from his point of view, and you didn't see a lot of this. On this island, there's a long story of involving descendants of who first brought magic to the land. They don't go by names; they go by titles. At a young age, they are the prodigy, and once they hit of age, they are known as the great ones. Now, as they pass away, and once a great one dies, all of their memories and the memories of their past ancestors and their powers from all of those ancestors transfer into the strongest candidate if it's not the child. If the child is within in that area.
Come on, so you got Carcanos. Let's go.
But if the child was killed or if non-existent,
bring it, asshole.
To the most magical.
Sorry, I'm focusing.
Inclined. No, it's okay. Now the Great One is also like I can't remember what happened. Oh, there was a tree that they have a duty to protect, which holds all the magic that holds the island together, basically.
I feel like this would be
Zeke, he not only killed the Great One, but also destroyed the tree of origin, and so the entire island was collapsing.
Well, that's why also I actually stopped doing that, because the Great One.
Because, yeah, so, So, the island was crumbling, and the Great One's dead, a voice, still no one knows who the voice is, told Vincent, grab the child and run. So they abducted the prodigy, now known as Klaus.
Get the execution.
I said that people were starting to sound a little British.
Oh, bring it.
Klaus is just a good name for an intelligent person.
Woo!
It's definitely a British name I've ever heard.
Good job, Centurion. Very proud.
Oh god, it's not so often I get to chainsaw somebody from the inside out. Feel fucking good.
Hell yeah, man.
It's not so often I get to chainsaw someone from the inside out. How many times have you actually done that?
Do you honestly want to know?
If he told you, he'd have to kill you.
In real life, no, but plenty of other times. Actually, I've done it about 5 times now.
Okay. Let's be honest with you.
Probably as many times as I've killed children.
In real life, 0.
No.
In your campaign?
Yeah, in my campaign, yes.
There's a lot of deaths on that fucking doorstep. The blood of the and then you kind of fucking fixed it. You fixed it, sort of.
Yeah.
Open up the floodgates.
Yeah, you became. I'm no longer the child killer. I'm the child healer. Oh.
I gave you guys a freebie.
Yeah,
you
gave Hestia the freebie. You gave Hestia the freebie.
Well, she just gone through her character arc.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got through her character arc, you gave her the freebie. I think it was her birthday too.
Yeah, something like that.
So pretty much, Hestia didn't wish came true. She revived all. I think it was.
What happened specifically, not all of the villagers, the wish granted to them gave the dead the option to come back from the people who died in that village to come back.
Whoa, when did I
Not everyone came back because they were at peace, but most of them came back to life because they died.
Who come back?
There was a few adults, there was a few kids,
Yes.
and then
I remember
also,
all the orphan kids came back.
Yeah,
the ones that
wait.
slit their throats.
You know what? I think I'm remembering now. It wasn't. Everyone came back. It's just that not everyone stayed in a village. I think they wanted to go back to. Huh? What'd you say?
Oh no, I'm listening to you.
I'm talking to Eric. Fred's parents didn't come back. There were a few people who didn't come back, such as Fred's parents. But it was basically up to, instead of like forceful revival, it was one of those, here's another chance at life, take it or not. And, you know, to stay morally correct.
Oh shit, well, there's the question. Kind of
Happened after the village? Oh, I can tell after the village. Like, general gist of the story. If I can remember it, I should ask, or say.
Well, you know what, let's just rip this band-aid off. Okay. Bo, my character left after the village, pretty much.
Yeah, he went off to, what was the discussion?
To create a monastery.
Yeah, you went up and trained in the mountains. You decided you didn't want to fight anymore, and you were gonna create a monastery.
Oh no, I wasn't. I didn't want to. It wasn't the fact that I didn't want to fight anymore. I wanted to create an actual. I wanted to create a monastery to actually defend can help defend the world.
Something like that, and you did so that you're off doing that your own personal little quest.
Yeah.
The rest of the group, let's see, they made it to. We missed a big gap. Between before they got to the village, they went to
what was
another
old
continent
is
called
new
Lexaravia through an underground war tunnel.
Oh god, yes.
Under the that took literal ages. And that happened. They discovered they found that there were this continent had no idea, because it's been years and years and years and years since the last interaction with anyone off of that island. They've kind of been like a secluded continent kind of deal. In my head. So everyone's like, "Whoa, strangers! And I've never seen you before." In this,
I felt so.
I will make use of
war tunnel. You say, yeah, war tunnel.
War tunnel. We fucking.
Jeez, that tunnel took fucking ages.
Yes, we met a man who was high off his ass. He disappeared. We came to find out it was also a place that had a secret laboratory.
That's true, and he found out that's where you were made. You were
made in that laboratory. I was made in that laboratory, and I turned it, and I went into my also part of how my specialization was barbarian. Yeah,
you were never made a barbarian. You stayed a monk fighter.
That's lava. Nobody saw anything.
No, remember your specialization that you gave me was
like that. You could go into a rage. That's right.
And,
because
what the fuck? So that's tricky.
You were a war monk.
Yeah, I was a war monk, but it wasn't something I wanted. But
I did it.
I don't remember why I gave it to you. I thought that was something you wanted, but
no, it was something you thought was good for me because you just thought only of punchies.
Misconceptions everywhere.
Yeah, that's why that's why I didn't explain it.
Yeah, needless to say, you go through the water tunnel, they get to Lexaravia, they find this whole new land full of people, and find out that in that land, only Yang energy is Yang energy the light.
It is finished then.
Yes.
At long last.
Only them. So they have two factions of church
and you had best take it
religions.
Now,
there are the paladins, which are in the smaller, more humble villages, and they protect those villages from the monsters. And then there's the rich, snobby clerics,
meant to be our greatest
who
weapon,
are
incapable of clearing the forest around
and
the
are
tree.
only in like the high up cities and whatnot. That's the kind of hierarchy situation
something else.
And you find out that there was like four great houses that once ruled, the four great noble houses.
In the forest lies
and
another
recently
construct.
the one that was in charge has been like things have been happening.
Corruption. He is not as vast as the Guardian.
They were going to try to gain the people of that land to help against
there. You may activate the Guardian
to like fight it continent against continent, I guess. You know, it was going to be a whole nother war. It was going to be great. Clerics and Palidans. Yes, Pelagius Daniel for long. There was actually a paladin named Pelagius Daniel, and we nicknamed him Palidan.
Prepares it for the ebb and flow of a maker's life.
Of course you did.
In fact,
yes, I did. I was very
any construct you find in the world.
Pelagius Daniel, aka Palidan.
What makes you think I have a soul?
I can't remember.
Isn't that?
I think it was on Lexaravia. They found the man that Hestia was after, the one who was charged. Yeah, her arc story, her slavery arc story. Once they took care of that, that's when the village was revived, and they were given their official party base. Very late game, albeit, but they were given an official place where the elevator was like, I'm going to put a little barrier around here so no one knows you're here.
Can bear it.
After that,
why not use them
that's when everyone kind of went into their separate ways. Kind of, sort of. There was a bit of discussion of what to do next. If they should go back to Lexaravia, or if they should try to just make their stand here and now.
Then the seals were broken.
Let's see.
Holy shit,
No,
boys!
Did you do it?
I actually managed to get the forge done in under 3 hours.
Hell yeah, man.
And that's where I'm gonna fucking
Hell
end this
yeah.
shit, because I'm tired as fuck.
Yeah. Well, tune in at another date to find out whatever happened after that.
Tune in to
Seriously.
find out whatever happened to Pally
I know
did,
I played
Pally
like
did.
shit, so forgive me, please.
Hey man, this turned into like a big blotch of everything.
Yeah.
Turned into kind of no longer Darksiders and just went D&D.
I blame you guys
that's
for that.
actually an interesting.
Hey.
I blame Dirt for that.
Yeah, I got dust.
I blame the interests of viewers.
Maybe, dude.
Yeah.
Still though, fun as shit.
I
Yeah, man.
Let's
We'll have to
face
do this
it,
again
you got
sometime.
a large,
Oh hell
you did
yeah.
get a large view setting because of me.
Hopefully I can get some more
That
done.
goes.
Well, I guess on Monday, today, whatever you want to call it. It is currently Monday.
Yeah. That's very true. It is currently Monday.
Anyways, I guess me and Death will see y'all later.
No, Bo.
Peace.
No, that's not how that works.
I was actually about to say thank you, Dirt, for hosting.
I mean, well, I'm saying don't force him to say it. That's not what you get to do.
Oh no, it wasn't forced. I really do appreciate it. I do
Oh,
this
no,
stuff
I'm
for
saying
shits and
Bo-
giggles, so the
Bo
views,
is-
you know, they kind of warm the soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, if Shuri doesn't have to thank me, it's appreciated. He doesn't have to thank me, but don't force him to say thank you to me just because.
Say it, or I'll do something right now.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
No, like first.
I'm gonna waggle my finger at you very aggressively, and I'm gonna say, "You better tell him thank you now, Centurion, or I'm gonna get real angry." And then I'll
Oh,
probably.
great.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Fluff
You know what
Fluff's
I'm
turned
gonna
into my grandmother.
do? Do you want to know? Oh no, Centurion. You want to know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a good whopping. I love a good whopping. It's whopping time.
That's a paddling.
That's a paddling. Go.
That's a
go back
paladin.
to switch.
If you're not gonna do it for me, do it for my dad. No, you
All right,
didn't.
I better end it before the audience gets bored, aka you
Are
three.
you fucking kidding me? They have literally. Your audience is never gonna get bored.
Well,
I
if
enjoyed
it's-
being here. Thank you for having me. I am Sir Fluffluff, and
Sir Fluffaluffagus.
yes.
Try to spell that in your head, audience. I dare you.
End it now. End it
All right.
now.
Thank y'all for watching,
switch.
and I'll see you later. Peace out.